Oh, hey, there you are. All right, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel. Guys, say hello to Rin and Stimpy, Pattern Toast Man and Logan TV, and Gimli and Charlie Brown and Skeleton, and me and Bunny and everybody in the house. And let's get started. Wow, that was a lot. Yeah, starting a little bit early. Got a lot to talk about, and Bob's coming up at the top of the hour. Bob, the knife junkie. So I figured I'd get started a little bit early so I can focus on chatting with Bob. So how is everybody doing? I see David Helka, Mr. Knife Freak. That's your new name, Mr. Knife Freak. Top Dog, pretty fly for a knife guy. Robert Douglas, Grumpy Grunt, Tim B. Hey, Tim B, what is up? Will B, Michael Morgan, Rusty Knife Lover. Holy moly, everybody's here. Freak Show. Mike Curtis, Mrs. Freak Show. Much better half. I'm sorry, Jeremy. It's true. Jared White. Yeah, you like that, Rusty? So the way that worked, just so everybody knows, I was not ordering Jade, okay? Black G10 did not sell super well. So right before they were really getting they were in production, getting started. I said, hey, can I switch? Can we do this? And it was too late the pre-order had been going for a month and a half or more at that point, about a month and a half. And I was like, I'm not going back because then people will be like, switch this for this and that for that. And it would have been crazy. So I saved them. There you go, Jeremy. I saved them for a surprise. So, and that's one of the things I had in my pocket today. So there is the Jade G10 Tempest Knives Pinion. I did a video earlier where I used this as an unboxing knife, and I called it the Penguin for a second. I've lost my ever-loving lack of sleep mind. Now, if you guys could see this room right now, this looks really good, doesn't it? So over here, I've got boxes galore for shipping that are just stacking up. And under here, I've got a bunch of packages I have to ship off that I'm tripping on. Upstairs, I have boxes and boxes of knives. Mrs. KnivesFAST is an absolute saint because there's a box of peanuts right there that I trip on. And if I have to get out that door, I'm going to die. There are more boxes under here. My world has become clutter because I have been utterly, ridiculously crazy busy. So my mind is cluttered. If you think my office is cluttered and my upstairs is cluttered with knives, my whole life is cluttered right now. So everyone be patient. I'm doing my best. It's been crazy. I am not complaining at all. This has been so much fun. But man, whoo, my brain is not working. Hey, Mike Reese. Hey, KJ Gass. Hey, Andrew Hubbard. What is going on? Craig Wilkes. But yeah, good stuff. I didn't have time to make tea, but I started early. But I didn't have enough time anyway. So we're going all LaCroix here. So we're good. Yeah, be up. There you go, Pretty Fly. Very cool. Thank you for reminding us. Cemetery Gates? Is there really somebody? There is Cemetery Gates. Now that is a name. Hello from San Antonio. Welcome, sir. Welcome, or ma'am. I don't know. Welcome. There you go. Sharp Guy. David Iverson. Hello, Marcos. Marcos, what is going on, my friend? Good to see each and every one of you. That's one of my favorite parts is just seeing the names in here and knowing you guys, whoa. Hello. Hold on just a second, guys. Okay, we're going to fix this. Wow. I just about knocked over one of my lights. Thankfully, it didn't fall over because it would have hit the bunny's cage and he would have flipped. So that would have been bad. So that is good. Oh, I forgot something. So if I'm going to be able to hear Bob, I have to have my headphones. See, I told you, cluttered and my brain is gone. So I've got a few opinions that, you know, that I'm still getting out to people, things like that. And my brain is just fried. And then, as you guys know, what is going on? Oh, trying to plug into the wrong place. That's why. As you guys know, there's going to be a drop next Monday. Now, for those of you that don't know, that's what's happening. There are 4 varieties of pinions that will be on sale next Monday night, or Monday afternoon at 3 o'clock Eastern time. There will be the Jade G10. What else do I have down here? I have my micarta one. There will be a few micarta. So just so you guys know, Jeremy and Mrs. Freak Show know this well enough. There were quite a few micarta ones. I was owed some. They didn't quite ship all of what I was expecting. And then there were quite a few that had some blade issues. We were not going to let those go through to you guys. So we stopped them, and I took them all apart over the last couple of days. And pieces and parts of those are about to go off to Kubi. And we will have another batch of micarta later, probably close to 30 later. But in this first batch, it's going to be less than 20. No joke. I'm just being honest. There are plenty of black G10, probably 45. There are probably close to 80 blue, and there will be probably 80 of these JG10. There are plenty of knives to go around, just not a lot of micarta. I'm sorry. It is what it is. It was the most popular, and it happened to have the most defects. Now, like I said, a month or two down the road, you'll see probably 30 more micarta. And I probably shouldn't tell you that because some of you will be like, well, I'll just wait for those. But I'm telling you, don't wait. These are going to go, and I'm excited. So the interest has been big, and I am very, very excited for that. But now the other part of this that's super fun, guys, is being able to see my knife in so many people's pocket checks, in so many people's videos and reels, and this has just been insane. And some of the praise that's being handed out is so cool. Everybody loves the ergonomics. People that were not able to middle finger flick can now middle finger flick, because this is your trainer, guys. This is a easy middle finger flick, easy fidget knife. Period. End of story. And then a lot of people are calling it the value knife of the year. Now, I didn't say that. Other people have said that. That's for other people to judge, but I'm very excited. Yeah, Tempest Pinions, Null Knife Raiden, Vero Synapse Mini, Wee Shakan, I think it's called, and a North Arm Skaha too. Wow, Tim. Awesome. Yeah, these hats are on sale at Blue Creek Knives, guys. If you want one, go grab one. They're pretty cool. Pretty cool hats. They're very comfortable. Again, for a bald guy, it's not ideal to have a trucker hat, but for in here, it's perfect. So, yep. And I'm representing Blue Creek Knives, who you guys know I love. Brian and his shop. By the way, let's just do this real quick. I need to show this again when Bob's in here. Where did I put it? There it is. I told you it's a mess. For those of you that have not seen, now, just an explanation. Matter of fact, I'll let you guys in on some inside baseball here. I have also ordered some flashlights, and I'm waiting for the flashlights to come in. But there's part of me that's thinking about just moving forward with the big giveaway without the flashlight, and I'll give a extra flashlight away in a live stream. But that's what I've been waiting on. But they're going to be 2 or 3 more days before they get here. So I don't know if I'll get this recorded tonight or tomorrow. But the giveaway video for this beauty from Blue Creek Knives will be out very soon. This will be the public-facing giveaway. Brian wanted to use this beauty to basically to help grow the channel. And who am I to argue with the guy? Hey, Aberdeen, what is going on? So this beauty right here, gosh, man, look at that grind. Just look at everything about the it's just unbelievable. But This will be a 5,000 subscriber giveaway, and then I have I'm gonna do more of a kind of down under giveaway that with a really cool knife and a flashlight as well. So be watching. The fun thing is that the channel continues to grow, guys. We are sitting as of right before this stream at 5,168. We just crossed over 5,000 a few days ago. And we're, hey, Craig Hamilton. Hey, B Shady. What is going on? You know, I've looked into hats, man, and they're super pricey. Maybe I can do a small run of them. I just don't want to, I don't feel like having to charge people what I would have to for hats. I need to go look at what Brian's charging for the ones he found and see how much they're going for. But every time I've looked into it, it's been absolutely mind-boggling how much hats cost. So I don't know if I'll be doing hats or not, is the answer to your question. I'm trying to, there we go. So yeah, this knife, guys, I'm not kidding. I know now why some people consider these the ultimate grail. It is not a fidget knife, but this is a phenomenal mechanical feat of a knife. This is just tolerances down to the nth degree. Just the fit and finish is phenomenal. This is, you know, again, if you're looking for a fidgety, crazy knife, then this is not one you would like. But man, this thing is phenomenal. Really, really is. Hey, Mike Curtis. Let's see. Who else? Am I missing anybody? Demonoc. Thank you, sir. And so he keeps going, guys. I cannot say how excited I am at the growth. Look, I mean, it's been a lot of work. There have been some people that have said, stop doing shorts and stuff. Look, it takes work to grow a channel, and I'm having to do what it takes to do so. And I thank you guys for the support. Hey, Blue Minotti. Hey, Top Dog. So yeah, I just wanted to say that, and I can't do it without you guys. There is absolutely no way that the faithful people that really, really, really support. By the way, there's already here's your fist bump. Every one of you guys, just since I posted yesterday about the drop, bunches of you have shared it on your Facebook, on your Instagram. I mean, are you kidding? You guys are amazing. I cannot do this without you. Hey, Iggy, hey, Gorilla, what is going on? Hey, Mike, Gorilla, you can, Todd, you can finally show this off. I've announced it. So, Todd, I let my a few folks have them early, mostly my QC folks. But yeah, there were a few people that knew about them, but not very many. But they came out really good. There will likely be a blue one, like a really bright blue one at some point. I don't know if I'll do my normal blue or if I'll do a different blue. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. And JB's saying he wants to get one and make it red. So I'm sure there'll be a red one at some point. And I think maybe if Tim Shanks is able to get one for his wife, I think she wants a pink or a purple or something. So that'll be cool. Oh, that's good, Dwayne. We'll see you in a while. I even did a heartfelt video on my one-of-a-kind Pinion. Urban Woodsman, for anybody out there that you've done a post and I haven't seen it yet, send me the link on Instagram or on my email, because I am way behind watching everybody's stuff and I want to share it. And thank you. If I haven't seen it, please forgive me. David Iverson's going to do a tan one. Okay, so let's talk about something. Chris S is saying aluminum. So here's the deal, guys. Every time, this is a budget knife, a more budget-friendly knife, okay? It's not, I know some of you, budget's under 50, I get it. But when you get under a certain price point with a manufacturer, your minimum order quantities go way up. So people have asked me different blue micarta or aluminum or this or that or the other. I would have to order an additional 600 knives. I still have almost 300 sitting upstairs. I need to sell what I got before I consider whether I would do another batch. Does that make sense? I hope so. Because It scares me right now trying to order another 600 because it's not a cheap proposition. And then I'm sitting here with 600 knives of a knife that there's already, 300 and something out there. And I just gotta, you know what I'm saying? There you go, Keith. Under $2. Hey, by the way, Keith, what do you do now that the dollar trees went up across the country to $1.25? Are you okay? Yeah, I would love, look, I would love to see a titanium pinion. I'd love to see a frag titanium pinion. I did it again. Gee, freaking whiz. I would love to see a titanium pinion, a frag titanium pinion. I'd love to see all these things, but I got to be smart. I do, man. All of a sudden, I'm all stuffed up. We went for a walk right before this. Hey, Blade Ogre. What is going on, man? David Iverson. I already said hello to you, but hello again. Blade Ogre, Keith. All right, CB, hello, sir. What is going on? Flash sale. There you go. All right. Tell you what, we got 9 more minutes till Bob comes. So let's start the pocket checks, and then Bob can join us and tell us what he's carrying. And I can tell you guys what I got today, and we can go from there. Let me get, while you guys start, I'm going to get some stuff out of my pocket here, so I'm not like making a big giant ordeal here in a minute. I'll make the ordeal now instead of later. Let's see what we got. It's no longer a Dolica. What is it now? A Dolica 25? Hey, Mrs. C, Grisma Norseman, Spyderco, PM2, freshly anodized scales and clip, Tempest Pinion, woohoo, Civivi Chevalier, Olay Baton 3, Keras Pin Company Bolt version 2, blue and brass. That's all will be. Very cool. Tadpole for Mrs. C. Like button, everybody. Lucky 13 for Craig Wilkes. Tempest Pinion. All right. This is so cool. Vampire Jack, Eclipse Spear Point. That is awesome. All that for Mr. Andrew Hubbard. That Eclipse is gorgeous. Rough Rider Reserve Barlow RRR 0137. I have one of those. Spyderco Spidey Chef Customize and SMKW exclusive CRKT Minimalist with titanium scales, all for Rusty Knife Lover. Do you have to ask a Black Micarta Pinion, says Keith. Very cool. Blue Pinion, Case Peanut, Classic SD for Mike Curtis, Jack Wolf Vampire, and Purple Dark Matter, Tempest Knives. Oh boy. There we go. This is the part where I have to get my cursor and figure out what is happening because everything has just gone bonkers. There we go. Who was saying Jack Wolf? Mrs. Freak Show. There we go. Mrs. Freak Show says Jack Wolf, Vampire, and Purple Dark Matter, Tempest Knives Pinion, and JG10, Devo Stout, and my Pilot Vanishing Point in Raiden. Very cool. BMIE, Micarta. BMIE. You told me this last week, and I don't remember. Micarta, Rough Rider Apta, Blue Honey Badger Tanto, Blue Pinion. All right. Micarta Pinion and Nimble W. Very cool, Manny. That's a good pair. At least I think so. Man, why did it just jump? It jumped. All right. Evening all. Carry this Sativian ST133 and Bear Claw Parrot, among other stuff. Pry bar, utility knife, etc. All that for Ed Durman. Welcome, Ed. Carrying the blue G10 Pinion in case Marilla today, Matthew Russell. Thank you, brother. Yo, what's up? Hello, G-Ball. How are you? How is your hand, my friend? Grant Gripper, Tempest Pinion, Devo Stout. Wow, Plenipote. You know how honored I feel to be in that, have my knife in that group? That is pretty crazy. All these are, but that's just crazy. The Buck Budgie, is that right? Pretty Fly, I think so. Budgie, Smith and Sons Ox and Best Tech Texel, very cool. Mr. Ogre, Hook Deca for Warren, very cool. Nimble X, Tempest Pinion, and QSP Penguin, another great combo, awesome. CJRB Crag, isn't that have the different lock at the top? I can't remember the name of it right now. Carrying the blue G10 Pinion in case Marilla for Matthew Russell. anyway. Ohio River Jack Black Micarta for Brian Schultz. Excellent. Spider Coast Stretch 2XL Case Sodbuster Jr. for Momo. CRKT Provoke. Pinion in Black Micarta. Pinion in Black G10. Kaiser Mini Paragon. Drop Bear from Kaiser. Firebird FH31. Firebird 727S. And a Top Dog Hank, all for Illuminati Ninja. Mr. Tim S. is here, and I saw your picture, but let's see what you got. Olight Warrior Mini 2, Tempest Knives Pinion, all right. O-Pin Pro, O-Knife Splint, O-Knife Otical Mini 2. All that for Tim S. Grumpy Grunt, Pinion, Eutectic Trinity, and a Shaman. Very cool. I need to check out a Trinity at some point. I mean, I've looked at it. I saw it at Blade Show, but ZT0566 Carbon Fiber, Jack Daniels Zippo for Robert Douglas. Welcome, Robert. Cold Steel Ranch Boss I got for my birthday. Awesome, Chris S. Oh, don't jump. Why do you have to jump? I mean, we were getting along so well, computer. We were being friends. It was really nice. And then you gotta like be a turdwad. So, well, now I don't know where I was. Is that where I was? Nope. Trying to find where I was, guys. Okay, there we go. Sunbun Bradley. Andy's got the Winkler belt knife with the Eagle Globe and an anchor for USMC. Very cool. Kaiser Deviant most of the day. Maverick S in the pocket now. Carried the Pinion all weekend for Craig Hamilton. Awesome, Craig. Great pictures, by the way. Chavez Liberation Street. Mannix 2 and Para 3 for Demonoc. I'm not mentioning channel members. Bluminati was Andrew Hobber, David Iverson has the blue Pinion, large blue case Stockman, Baby B, Victorinox Alox Pioneer X, Hinderer Pin, Force Hank, Olight I1 R2 Pro, and I5R Titanium. Very cool. Mr. Farik Show, another moderator and channel member, has the Micarta Pinion. Hello, Byron. Has a Micarta Pinion, Benny's clip, Midnight Jack, Forrest, Jason Brown, Hank, very cool. Olight I5R, Leatherman Charge Plus, Login Jotter Notebook, and multiple tactile turn pins. Matthew Gillifor has the Tempest Pinion in blue from last week's giveaway. Very cool. Blue Buck 110 Buck Switchblade. Very cool. Orion Scorpio and Civivi Elementum for the Radio Geek. Hello, Radio Geek. What is going on? Let's see. What's up, man? Good man, recovering after stabbing myself. Oh, good gosh. I'm so sorry there, Mr. G-Ball. Pinion, Devo Stout, Ion Flashlight, Refined Pin, Fidget Slider, and a Hank. Not caring, just flipping the Booker Pocket Smatch It in wood scales, says Top Dog. Pocket check for Woodsman is Pinion, yeah, awesome. Giant Mouse Nazca, Max Ace Black Mirror, Olight I5T, and a Legend, my beard comb. Very cool. Carrying my Pinion, stab myself with it. Oh, gosh. Micarta Titanium, Micarta T1, and Micarta Quist Variant PE for Jared White. Hey, Jared. Stacy, hey. I hope your hand's feeling better. Or your hands, I guess. Carry my black Micarta Pinion. Seems custom made for my paw, even injured. Yeah, awesome. All right, did I get everybody, I think? All right, if I missed anybody, stick it down at the bottom, please. No, Keith, it does not. Shield and Tor Tank. Hello there, Mr. Mike. Yeah, Bob's not here yet, but he will be. Is the Shredder family here? Oh, my goodness. Hello, Shredders. What you guys got? Hello. Hey, BC Gerbs. What is going on? I sound like Peter when I do that. I got to stop that. What is going on, YouTube? There you go. Benchmade Shootout for Paul Bessemer. Good gosh, Andrew, y'all stop cutting yourselves. Good grief. Hey, Leland Phil, lurking away. Still carrying the Pinion, says Mr. Bobo. Very good. I'm just glad it wasn't 2 inches or so lower. I would have cut my what? Oh my gosh, dude. It's sharp. I told everybody it's sharp. Y'all be careful out there. It's a knife. But it chose me. Oh gosh. All right. So let's look at what I got today. So of course I got my Arian. This is almost every week now. I've got this beautiful blue, just gorgeous fat carbon artisan or Arian. I don't know. I think it's Arian is what it's supposed to be. Cerberus design. Love this thing. Thin, slicey. And then the second knife today was the Jade Pinion. Surprise, surprise. These are coming next Monday. Very cool. Jade Pinion. Look at that. Woo. I love that. And then of course, I got to have more blue. There wasn't enough blue yet. So I got the blue Vampire Jack, Pacific Blue Vampire Jack from Jack Wolf Knives. And then, of course, I have my Everyman Grafton pin here from Tree Stab and Troy, my blue Olight I5 T EOS, my Leatherman Micra, of course, always got to have the Micra, and my P51 Mustang Hank from Steel Capital, which just, if you know, guys, there you go. Just, you got to, oh, there's Bob. Hold on, Bob. I'm coming. I see him down there. And so, guys, that's what I had on me today. Did I miss anybody else? I don't think so. All right, let's bring him in. Bob, you ready? Oh, I got to put my headphones on. Yep, me too. Let's put the headphones on so we can hear. And here comes Bob. Well, that's if I can get my cursor in the right place. There he is. Hello, sir.
Hey, Casey, how you doing?
Doing good, man. We were just doing pocket checks and all that good stuff. So
I was watching that. That artisan is beautiful with that fat carbon.
It really is. It really is. And I saw this at Blade Show, and JB Big Red was like, "You have to have that, Casey. You're buying that." And I'm like, "Okay." But
that's a main character in your stable. I see that knife picture a lot.
It's a lot of Mondays, definitely. It's I have to have some good blue stuff on Monday. So but I have plenty of blue knives these days. And then I showed this beauty that I announced them yesterday. They're coming out next week too. We've got some jade, so you can make them whatever color you want at this point.
I love that. I love jade. I'm a big fan of jade, but I'll tell you, I love this one. I've been carrying it ever since I got it, and I gotta say, to be 100% honest, it's like I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. As much as I do. I had the prototype. The prototype was great. I do feel like the production one is way stepped up. It just feels luxurious, but it's very rugged. And the first thing I did with it was take apart a double-walled cardboard box for a new fire pit we got.
Okay.
And then it's gotten a lot of other use in the past 4 days. But tonight it got something special because I made pizza tonight and I cut dough with it.
There you go.
And dough can be difficult. And this just right through.
That's awesome.
I showed my daughter. I'm like, look at this. This is the picture of gratification, and I pulled it across and I yawned open. She's like, I just mean satisfaction. I was like, no, I mean gratification. Oh, shit. Look at that.
But yeah, this is the first micarta I pulled out of the box. And I looked at my wife and I said, this one's not going anywhere. This is mine. And
she goes like end cut, right?
No, I think it's the same. It just ended up with a really cool grain on it. Yeah. And it's got a good detent. And I just said, this is mine. Sorry.
Wait, but you're going to say your wife was about to say something.
She was about to say, wait, you got to put that back. We got to sell them. And I'm like, no, I get to keep one for sure. So I think I may have one set aside of each variant. So for me, and that's the way it is. It's my knife. I designed it. I get to keep some of them. So, but who knows, I may end up selling them. I've been carrying this one. I only carried this one today, mostly to get pictures of it and show it off. And it's been fun the last few days. A friend of mine and I have been doing pictures and videos of all the knives, trying to update. Matter of fact, let me just show this real quick if I can. Let's see. Of course, Bob, I am I have been saying for the longest time that I need a gym, and I really do.
Don't we all? You know, but before I had a gym, I always wanted a gym.
There you go. So I updated the website today, guys. So there is our 4, and it says the drop is the 24th at 3 p.m. And if you go down here, we have updated pictures of all 4 knives here. No, they are not available. It says sold out because there's none listed in stock right now, but they'll be there next week. And hey, look at those pictures, man. I thought they came out pretty cool. A friend helped me do those, so pretty awesome.
That looks great. The I saw the pictures of the Jade model on Instagram, I guess it was today, or did you put it on YouTube? Maybe, I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, both, all of the above.
But very nice photography, and I do remember seeing. I feel like I'm shouting. I'm like an old man talking into a cell phone. Hey, can you hear me? No, very impressed by the photography. I think you had one where it was kind of in the dark, and it really highlighted the Jade. Really nice
yeah, that was a friend of mine did that one. It was really cool. Pinion mania is upon us. I like that. That's very nice of you, Bluminati. Thank you, man. You're always so faithful with those super chats, and I appreciate it. There you go, brother. There is your
sweet
Daleka salute, guys. Give him some love in the chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, and guys, look at the mods are helping you out here. Make sure you look at Bob's channel here, and they're putting up all kinds. We got Tempest t-shirts and all kinds of stuff in the chat. So make sure you're paying attention. But thank you, Bluminati. Appreciate it, my friend.
You have Tempest hats? Is that what you're wearing right there?
I don't. This is a Blue Creek knife hat.
Okay.
Brian at Blue Creek Knives, I'm an affiliate with them, and he's in here a lot and sent me this hat, and I'm like, sure, I'll wear it.
Cool.
Absolutely. Really nice guy. Super. He's a firefighter and a really cool dude that just decided to start a knife store. So I'm like, living the dream, brother, living the dream. And he loves his firefighting job. So that's also super cool that he enjoys it so much, even though he's putting his life in danger every time he goes out there. So,
man, no kidding.
Yep.
I had a friend who was a firefighter, and he was one of the very first guests on the my podcast. But for a while, I was making knives out of my shed. And when I say I was making knives, what I mean is like every third Sunday I got like 3 hours. Where I had no other obligation. It's very hard with little kids.
Right.
They're getting older now, so that means I'm starting to look at forges, but we'll see. That's still a pipe dream. But when I was trying to figure out how to make a knife, a fixed blade knife, a sharpened pry bar type thing for a fighter, my firefighter friend, that could have some sort of Kydex-like sheath that wouldn't melt and just turn to softness in that kind of high heat environment. And I sort of let that thought go, but I thought that was an interesting challenge.
I do think that's really cool. So I before we get deep into how are you doing and everything, let's have a conversation here. So I think it's interesting. So you could go about this 2 ways, Bob. Okay, so Bob says, I want to go make some knives in the shed. So you could go about this 2 ways. You can do get a piece of bar stock and do stock removal, which, to be honest, is basically what 2/3 of the knives out there these days are doing. It's a sheet of steel, and they're punching them out, or water jet cutting them out, or whatever it is. Oh, Shredder, thank you, Shredder fam. They don't even have a channel right now, but they're helping us all out. They do, but it's coming back. We love you guys. Can't wait to see you back. There is your Daleka salute. Thank you so much. And I hope, by the way, if you guys didn't see their Smart Alec video about the Pinion on Instagram, you need to go watch that.
I haven't seen it.
It made me laugh for quite some time. I had a good time. Well, I mean, even something like this. Okay, so this is the CRKT Clever Girl. And my guess would be this is stock removal. This is, it's been punched out. It's been, so it's funny that, you still have plenty of custom makers forging knives. And tons of guys in their garage or their shed or whatever forging knives. So we're kind of at this cross section between making knives the old way and making knives the new way. And it makes me ask in my head, if money wasn't an object and tools weren't an object and space wasn't, all these things are not an object. What is the right, and time? Let's just say time is not an object.
Yeah.
What is the right way to go about making a knife these days?
The answer is yes. The answer is yes.
Exactly.
Because in the few, I've made about 20 knives or so, and I've given some away, and I sold a couple. Few of them magically occurred and were awesome, and a bunch of them are sucky. But the point is, like, I got a lot of joy out of it. It's very fun to do, but in that stock removal way. But to me, I think the forge thing it would be the most satisfying or gratifying to me.
I think you're right. And to me, I think my answer is I would want to slam, if again, money not being an object, that the big blue and power
neighbors
hammer
not being an object.
Yeah, right, exactly. That would be a lot of fun to actually do that. I don't think at my age I want to be swinging a hammer for making knives day after day after day like that. But just take a butter knife and grind an edge onto it. We can do that. It's stock removal. I mean, so right. I just think it's interesting because we've come to this point that technology, I mean, you can CNC cut all these knives, and you still at some point there's hand grinding going into it. There's bevels being set. There's different things, but it's very interesting that we've gone from a very art form way of making knives, brute force and art form, by the way, to a very precise, machined, technology related way of making knives. So it's very interesting to me.
The luxury is now in the work. Like this guy, Matt Chase, Hogtooth Knives. I always show this knife off because it's by far my finest.
That was your birthday knife, yeah?
Yes, exactly. So he makes this kind of thing, but he also makes
that thing is crazy.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I really went, put everything into that knife. Everything I like right here. I didn't put a bottle opener on it. That's the one thing. And then he makes these and other knives like this. This is, I was carrying this. This is a great EDC. This is so easy to carry. And but it's a formidable knife.
I love the juxtaposition between the blade style and the nice smooth, looks like wooden handles, right? Or not?
Yeah, that's a micarta. I mean that's a G10 and rubber laminate.
Well, but it's really cool to see that. That's awesome.
Yeah, he has these water jetted out, and then these other knives he makes, they're just sweated over. So you can do both, is my point. I like that you can do both.
Yeah. And Mrs. C, your answer is I don't know. Trevor borrowed my cowboy hat and I don't know where it is. So I have something to show you, Bob.
Oh, what do you got?
And I'm running over people's stickers here. So I have something to show you here. This is this came in last week from our friend Jake Hoback. They sent this to me. This is the PS2 axe, and
wow, that is so cool.
This thing is wicked. This is it is 21 ounces. Let that sink in for a second. So you've got. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say 21 ounces is pretty light for that thing.
Yeah. So you've got reasonably thick stock here, but it's milled out up here. You can see where it's been milled on both sides here. And then I'm assuming it must be milled under here as well. I don't know that for sure. And then this is what they call unidirectional carbon fiber. I don't exactly know what that means. I'm going to find out before I do my review. But it is magic in your hand. You cannot find a bad spot to hold this. Right here, he's got swells right here, swells here, and it just goes Yes, hold me.
That's a fighter. That's a fighting tomahawk.
Well, you should, if you haven't seen my video, you should see what it does to a piece of. I had a hard piece of locust out here. Wood.
Ooh,
It annihilated it. It just because you got this tip.
Yeah.
And you're right. It does look like a fighter for sure.
Well, also the weight, you mentioned it's lightweight, and that's what you want out of a tomahawk. The difference between a tomahawk and a hatchet, I guess. A hatchet is a heavier axe type thing, and a tomahawk you can swing and recover.
I am going to be doing a pass around on this, so if you're interested in looking at it, I'll definitely send it your way for sure. But it's just, it doesn't matter. I mean, again, up here you're not going to get much. But I actually I cut open a package with it just to be funny. And it's definitely sharp. It's AEBL on the steel.
Man, that thing is cool.
And
it's futuristic, but it looks historical also. It's really cool.
It's a bearded axe. That's exactly what it is. I mean, it's cool. But they also donated a Quay Shetty to the Knife Rights giveaway drawing. So nice. It's basically his Quayback made into a machete. Yes.
Okay.
Made into a machete. So it's literally this long, and it's a machete, but it looks like a Japanese short sword.
Yeah, it's like wakizashi. Like
it really is. And Kevin loved it so much, Lefty, because we're sending all the Knife Rights stuff to him. And he bought one for himself. Cool. He was like, I gotta have one of these. But it's a phenomenal Kydex sheath. I just was like, wow. And these are being made in China. He's being real clear about where everything's being made. They asked me if I wanted to look at it and try it out, and I'm like, absolutely. I couldn't even get it all the way out of the package before I walked outside in my flip flops and started chopping stuff with it. So
I can't imagine in what universe anyone would say, like, no, I'll pass on that.
I'm good. I don't want to look at it. But
that is a very, very cool thing. I remember seeing a picture of that on a brochure at his thing at Blade Show. It just hadn't come out yet or something. That balance is sweet.
It's he has a video where he throws it into a log or something. To me, it doesn't feel like a throwing axe. And I don't think that's its primary thing, but you could. If you wanted to use it as a throwing axe, you definitely could. You'd want to get some definite. My daughter walked in right as I'm doing this. It's awesome. She's looking at me like, what the heck?
And then she's like, oh, I know what the heck. I know who you are.
What's that?
It was on the porch.
On the porch? Okay. I know what that is. Thank you. It's nothing I can open right now, but what's up? She's gonna get the bunny for us, I think. So yeah, I mean, I definitely thought that was something you'd want to look at there.
Oh man, that is
pretty sweet. I can't wait.
I love that kind of stuff.
Sorry, there's stuff everywhere. I've been telling everybody my office is a disaster right now. There are knives everywhere right now, Bob. If you go upstairs in our living room, there's close to 300 pinions in boxes sitting up in the corner of our living room.
That's so cool.
Everywhere.
What? Yeah, and there's a knife on my daughter too.
All right.
Trying to flip it from the backside. That was cool. She's got her but this is something Bob would definitely like. It's a Brian Ty, the BT the little mini BT fighter. Yeah, that's what it is. The only thing about this one with bigger hands is it's a little small for me, but for her hands, it's absolutely perfect. 100%.
That's a good knife to have on you, because
and I'll tell you, that was what, a $30, $35, $40 maybe?
It's more than that.
Maybe 50. I don't know. Anyway, fairly inexpensive CRKT. No button stick. The action is terrific. Really, really good. So, very impressive for a CRKT.
They've been doing that button lock flipper for a long time, kind of like longer than all the recent comers. They've had time to dial that in.
You're getting a lot of hello Ashlands here.
Hello.
And hello Bunny. All right, so what we always do when she comes in, Bob, is we take a break and we see.
This week's one.
You don't like this week's Bunny? Oh well.
No, it's one of my favorites.
It's kind of boring, but no, I'm just kidding.
Next week.
She does these little killer bunnies because this is Monty, the killer bunny. As you can see, he's really scary. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he's hiding.
Yeah, he's hiding from us. So tonight's killer bunny is just kind of ticked. And this is killer bunny number 17. Next week for Halloween, it did time out where we have a really cool one. So there you go. And I will be live, at least that's the plan, next week. And so that is our killer bunny for tonight. How was work?
That's cool.
Long.
Work was long. Okay. I would never want to work in retail, and she works in retail. I would not. I think I would rather shovel manure all day long than work in retail.
I worked in one retail situation. It was a Sherwin-Williams paint store. So I got to, it was on the whole, it was pretty cool. And I was an art student, so I got a lot of free paint, but I got a lot of surly contractors early in the morning. Yeah, I bet. I worked at Lowe's for about a year on the loading dock, and you're right, those contractors aren't the happiest people at 6:30 in the morning. Oh no, she's trying to let the bunny crawl on me. Don't do this. He doesn't like me. See, here we go. Now I hear that bunnies are not necessarily the best animals for little kids, right? They bite and
they can. Yeah, she's so obviously I don't have any little kids anymore. So, so she's done a better job. But when they were little, they had a bunny and it did not go well. Oh, hello.
She looks a little chinchilla-ish from here, and that's not
it's what you call it, Netherland dwarf bunny.
Oh, interesting.
And so it's just a different breed and super stinking furry and sheds everywhere and
doesn't shed that often, only during like it's too.
But yeah, you're right. It has a flatter face than a lot of them.
Yeah, and like shorter ears.
Shorter ears, flat face. Right. You got a flat face. What do you think of that? Look,
but not in a bad way, Bunny. I swear, not in a bad way.
Not in a bad way, he says. Not in a bad way. It's all good. He's hiding. He keeps hiding. Oh, but anyway, none of my kids or grandkids are into knives. One does chainsaws, though. That's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
There you go. Hey,
that's
Tim S.
Trying to get that Halloween outfit. And I walk into work and they told me I look like a mix between a nun and Morticia Adams.
Morticia Adams is Halloween. If you were going for Halloween, then
exactly. It doesn't get more Halloween.
I don't know about the nun part. That's weird.
This part right here. With the white shirt.
I guess. Crazy. Oh, goodness. But Stella's in here. Very cool. Josh Musteller is in here. Josh, I always think I mess your name up. So someday I got to figure that out. Joe is in here. And Joe Kasperick. Hello. Kyle Coonley. It's the pug of bunnies.
Nice.
Is it a bunny pug? Is that what it is? She likes pugs. So that would make sense that she would like a pug of bunnies. But anyway, so Bob, thank you for coming down. Good to see you.
Hey, good to see you.
What are you gonna do?
Either draw or write a new song.
Draw or write a song. That sounds good. I'd like to do that. Good. I have no talent though, so that's good. But
you can't write songs?
What?
You can't write songs?
No.
No?
Probably not.
No.
Are you mocking me now?
Sounds to me like you haven't tried, Casey.
She's trying to pick on me. Anyway, I did get it right, Josh. Good, very good, very good. So, Bob, what has been going on with Bob? You didn't go to Blade Show West, did you?
No, not to Blade Show West. I need to get my act together and do that next year, but no.
I'm hoping that next year I'm there with a table. Tempest Knives table, and I already I haven't done it yet actually. I got my contract from Blade Show for Atlanta, and I need to get that done.
Nice.
I've got so many things I need to do. I need to pay for the next prototypes, so I'm going with Kubi again for the microburst. So I need to pay them for those so that can start going.
They did a killer job on this.
Yeah, they really did. The thing is there were a couple that had some issues, but I'm really happy with the detent. I'm really happy with the action. I'm happy with the chamfering and the finishing. Just feels good in the hand.
About the action, this is my preferred action for a bearings folder.
Okay.
Because it's got a because it rockets out and it doesn't just drop back. I don't know, like it's impressive, like the Towser K or the Norseman or some of these extremely fall shut type knives. Like smooth is the incorrect word because this Chris Reeve knife is very smooth, but it will not drop shut. It's
right.
glassy smooth. So I don't want to say smooth. Some knives just flop shut, and I like a little bit of this and the way this closes. And then also another thing. I'm sorry to.
No, you're good. Keep going.
But also when tell me more about my eyes.
Tell me more about that.
Just the way it locks into the detent right at the last, like, you know how it just sucks the blade into the detent. It's
right.
I really, really like this knife a lot, and congratulations.
Thank you very much. I'm excited, Stella. I appreciate that. I might be able to get you one to check out for review. Just check with me one day. I've just been going crazy. But at the very least, I'm more than willing to send a prototype out like everybody else got to see. They're very similar. But
Stella got me to. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Stella got me to buy the old Kaiser Penguin. Is it the Penguin? Yeah, the Penguin by K-Max from the N690 Black Blade.
Oh, okay.
I love that knife, and I love the design, but it wasn't until I saw when she got hers and showed it off, something about her video, I was like, I got it right away. And yeah. So good suggestion.
Very cool. That's awesome.
I like her channel.
Very cool. Hey, Goo, is that right? I guess so. All right. Sorry, I'm trying to see if I'm missing people. I don't like to miss. Oh, look at this, Bob. We got my I have a de facto co-host.
Oh, nice.
That joins us from time to time. He usually is sleeping at this time because he's up all night long. No, I'm just kidding. But it's our friend Brent Backpack B. What's going on, man?
How's it going, Brent?
What's up?
Brent,
What's up, Bob?
Brent outside of his natural habitat.
You know it, man. Just got off the train. It was a great experience as always. The train lost power. We had to switch.
I think Bob was in. Oh, you had to switch trains.
Yeah, it was weird.
Oh my god. Which train? Which train is he saying?
I take New Jersey Transit from Secaucus into the Cranford area into New Jersey.
Okay. Fun.
Right outside. What's up, guys? What's up, Will? What's up, Will? How's it going, dude?
Everybody say hey to Brent. Welcome. So
we got pounders today. Woo.
Pounders.
Large.
I can't. It's not.
There you go. There we go.
Oh, caffeinated.
Yeah. You know it, dude. The night's just getting started, baby.
What's AHA? Is that a seltzer?
Yeah, I'm a seltzer-holic.
I love seltzer too.
Yeah, I just got through with my orange LaCroix. That's about. I think I'm stuck. I'm stuck on orange LaCroix now.
It'll happen when I stop drinking and stop drinking beer, especially.
Yeah, that's basically what happened for me. I missed the bubbles because I don't drink anymore, and this works for me now. I actually went to soda first, but then soda just wasn't good for the health, so I switched to this, and it's been a lot better.
Very cool. Yeah, it's pretty tame, basically, except for all that caffeine you're pumping in.
Oh yeah, that's the one thing I will not give up, dude.
No, never. I told my wife and kids that I was going to. I'm always putting moratorium. You know what? Starting tomorrow, I'm going to quit, and then I quit for 3 days, and then I'm back on whatever it is I'm quitting.
Yeah,
but totally. I told them that it was going to be coffee, and I also said this at work, and not one person had a positive reaction. It was like, I'm not working here then, but I've never exhibited any sort of ill behavior, I don't think, when I haven't had it. So
I had to stop coffee about 2 years ago because I just too much acid reflux.
Mm.
Just I was burning my esophagus and everything. So I just
sorry.
drink tea.
I feel bad. Oh, tea's good. Tea's something I'm on lately too.
Yeah, so I drink a lot of black tea, whole lot of black tea. Because it takes 2 or 3 cups of it to get you enough for 1 cup of coffee. So
because tea mellows you out in the process. That's the
so I'm gonna start
healthier.
I'm gonna start going through a few knives that are sitting here that I think Bob would like. Matter of fact, Brent, you missed the
cool.
You missed the Hoback.
Oh, snap!
Did I show you this thing yet or not,
dude? You and Kev are into these big Hoback things. You just get this axe like to ride around in your car with, and he got that like long sword or something.
Yeah,
that's dope.
No, I can't even say it. The
Wakizashi.
Yeah, Quake Shetty or something.
Quake
Oh gosh, but no, this thing, Bob. This sings a Bob song to me.
Yes, it does. That is a very cool blade.
Our standard from Knife Standards.
Oh, that's really cool.
Man.
Very interesting. Best Tech knife. This is coming soon. I just opened this earlier. Very, very, very. What do you think, Brent? I mean, I dig it. It's got a lot going on. There's a lot of milling. The milling is cross-directional.
Yeah, the handle's very simple. I dig.
There you go. You can see it there.
I see it there. Cool. Yeah,
nice.
The one thing that throws me is the wire clip.
Yeah, it's so wire clip guy does think it's a little misplaced on this.
Not everywhere. I like a wire clip, but not everywhere.
Me too. I agree with
that.
And
it's black when the rest of the hardware is satin, and it's a little interesting. You do have a black thumb stud. So I guess, maybe
a little matching there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just feels a little underhanded for like how beefy of a knife it is,
Yeah.
Yep. And it's totally inside the handle, which is cool.
Yeah. What's the blade length on that?
Yes. It is.
I'm guessing
its length is yes.
I would call it right at 3 inches to cutting edge, and 3 1/4 to the back of the choil here.
Okay, so the only time that I can go to 3 1/4, so this is just a weird quirk, but 3 1/4 for me only works on Wharncliffes. Everything else has to be bigger. Like this contact by asymmetrical.
Isn't that Dirk Pinkerton? Yeah.
Yeah. I really dig this. And it's like the same length as a Yojimbo, slightly different, obviously a different shape, but this angle and the Yojimbo have the same sort of stabbing or thrusting sort of tip, which I like on a Wharncliffe.
Very cool. I handled that knife and I liked it a lot.
I forgot.
Good weight to it.
I'm not allowed to move on without talking about the jimping. The jimping is rather clunky and thick and in the wrong place. But other than that, it's great.
I'm a big fan of tiny jimping, like tiny. Real Steel does some good jimping. It's become
the big joke on my channel these days. So
yeah,
it is because I don't particularly care for jimping. There is jimping. There is jimping on the microburst. No, there's jimping on the microburst. On the second one, there'll be a little bit of jimping because
this one, no, though.
All right, let's see. Yeah. Nope, no jimping on that one.
So this is the one I'm working on, that backspacer.
Ooh,
it's crazy. It's not finished. I have to get it completely.
Why is that screw sticking out?
Wait, right here, because it's not finished. I actually on the live stream the other day, I powered through one of the scales by accident when tightening it down, and I can fix it. So right now I just have it lightly in there. It's a work in progress. Don't look at that. Just look at the backspacer.
That looks really really nice, man. That material is beautiful.
Dude, crazy fiber, and I'm doing I'm gonna do like a high voltage purple to match the little purple accents on the clip. So I don't
have any spare scales just yet, but I'll see if I can help you out at some point.
It's all good, dude. I have a way to fix it.
Okay.
It's not like too far gone. I've actually done that before. Like, so I learned how to fix it.
The micarta is very nice on this.
Yeah,
really good quality micarta, and I like the way it's darkened very quickly. I mentioned in one of the videos that it darkened the way my Chris Reeve 21 Sebenza 21 micarta darkened. It showed up the micarta was as gray as the blasted titanium. I was like, oh man, no, I didn't want gray. And then like after holding it twice, it blackened up like that. And I think it might be that was the end cut or something. I'm not sure what that means.
I definitely prefer like darker micarta. This I oiled mine, so like I just went straight with them.
And some of it has had a little more resin in it than others. It's kind of varied a little bit, but
yeah.
Mike, I do not have spare jade scales. I am still working on scales. There was a little hiccup in me trying to get some extra scales made.
Titanium. What?
Do what?
Titanium.
I'm trying.
I know you are.
But we need to talk about that. I need to tell you where I'm at with that, but we're not going to talk about it here.
Okay.
So Brent.
Yeah, jade, sweet.
So let's just say I decided at some point to send. Let's just say they don't all sell, and I want to send like 2 of these to you.
Yeah.
What would Brent do to these?
Oh,
I like the to mess with the backspacer on these. I think it's one of the best parts to mess with. Adding some type of like contrast. So I like jade too though. So I might leave one jade and then do a cool like contrasting backspacer to it. Maybe do an acid stonewash to the blade and the liners and stuff like that on one of them. Definitely would dye the second one. I like dyeing it. Do some cool aqua color, like aqua dye job. That's a cool color.
We talked last week, and I think it was Jeremy Freak Show that was saying we were trying to figure out how you could, since these are titanium, all the screws.
I don't know if they're titanium.
They are titanium.
Are they? Because they're magnetic. Like
okay, so the barrel.
That's why
the barrel and the screw.
Oh, good. So then I'm going to anode these purple then. Okay.
Again, this is what I'm being told, and
I'll give you a definitive, but
with a lighter magnet. Yeah, with a lighter magnet, you can definitely tell. But that the barrel and the screw are steel, but the outside of the cap, in other words, the pivot collar,
that's great. Then that's great.
So some way to, like, if you acid stonewash this, you got a nice dark acid. Some way to do something similar, like a dark on the hardware, that'd be really cool.
Oh yeah, the hardware doesn't even say it was steel. You could do like the acid stonewash to that.
You could.
Like,
okay.
I did that to to a knife recently. It came out looking really good actually. That was Jared White's knife. He did a
very cool. And then, of course, a lot of people have already put a lynch clip on them, which I think is great. If that's what you want, then that is great.
Yeah,
I think that this knife. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
Go for it.
I think that this knife is one of the best looking closed. This knife is very cool looking closed.
For sure.
I've had this out on my desk at work and just kind of staring at it, and it's really cool. Reminds me of a sports car, racing boat, airplane, which is not surprising and probably not coincidental, but it really it's got a mean sort of look.
And of course, I mean, there's definitely some similarities here. It's obviously different. You got more of a banana to the handle here on the Mach 51, a more straight stock handle here, but you definitely have some of the same DNA there, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I mean, how could you not? It's me.
Yeah, it's definitely that's the good. Speed quality you like is definitely coming through on this one.
Oh,
for sure.
Hold on, I'm being beckoned again. It looks good. Is that what you wanted? No, that's really cool. My daughter, my niece is getting married. My daughter has her bridesmaid gown on. It looks very nice. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool.
Putting it back on again later.
I'm not putting it back on again later. Okay. So yeah, I mean, there's definitely that DNA is there for sure.
Yeah.
Is the pivot collar chamfered? I don't know. Is it?
Mind your own business. No,
it's not rough. It's not rough. But here's the thing. For a pinch grip, I actually like there's a little bit of grip to it. It doesn't.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It doesn't bother me in that way.
And here's the thing. I really like the proprietary pivots. It's a thing these days, and I love it. Not just these days. It's been happening a long time, but I like yours. And I like that I see it on a lot of things. You know what is interesting is I don't have it with me. You know the new Best Tech Man. Oh, here it is. Best Tech Man.
Best Tech Man.
Yeah,
best name ever.
Their logo on the pivot collar looks a lot like Dylan Mallory's.
Oh, it really does. That's so interesting.
Oh, wow.
Doesn't it?
I would think that's a Dylan knife looking at that. That's crazy.
But it's an O Stop Hell. I just don't think O Stop Hell designed the pivot.
That's interesting. That's their logo for Best Tech Man, I guess.
Yeah.
Going for like the M part? Is that what they're trying to do?
Man, that's really
Best
weird.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I think that it's an awkward name, but I really like this knife. This Dundee.
Yeah, I've heard good things. I haven't handled one yet.
It's good.
I have not either.
It's relatively it's inexpensive. The one thing that is frustrating, it has a very nice fuller on this beautiful clip point blade, but it is virtually impossible to use it to deploy unless you do this like.
That's a pet peeve of mine.
You know, it's like
creating
it's like,
a beautiful fuller. Why are you not letting us access it?
It even has nice sharp edges. Like if I could access it, it'd give really awesome.
Yeah. I know I'm probably, by the way, shout out to Bill Pro X. We love you, buddy. And Darnell says, hello, backpack. Good evening to you.
Hey, I can't see the chat right now. So if I missed anybody, hi, I love you.
So I'm going to be the only guy in America saying negative things about the Lander. Okay.
Oh, snap, dude. Coming out swinging.
Because I like the knife a lot, but everybody's just going, oh, it's great. There's things, okay? There's things. Number one is just for me, it's too small. Just Bob's nodding his approval and everything. Again,
I could see that.
So the next thing is my son is a lefty. And of course, for me, I've got plenty of room to get to the thumb stud. If you're a lefty, good luck.
Yeah.
There is virtually no room to get. Now, of course, it kind of has to be that way a little bit because you got to have your lock raised up here.
Right.
But it is very difficult as a lefty. Let's see. Can I do it? I can. Okay, I can. He could not. My son couldn't do it. My son can now middle finger flick the pinion. By the way, Brent, we're starting a revolution, brother.
What's that?
There's tons of people that could not middle finger flick, and this is the knife that's doing it for
That's
them.
what's up, dude.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man.
That's good.
That makes me feel good. So,
well, this opening gives you a huge range because even this non fully hold part, you can do it way down there.
Yeah,
that's what makes it fun. You can do it from different positions.
Guy in the universe can do all. Well, that was terrible, but I've been able to do all four fingers with it. So
yeah, that's good. You got to do that. You got to do the 5-finger challenge. I've seen some people do that before.
Yeah, I can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just in case you're in a real pinch and you have to open it with your pinky, you're like,
oh, I can do that. you definitely could.
Please understand the fact that, and I also want to say one other thing. Everybody's acting like the scale swap thing is like this revolution. TRM's been doing this.
I was gonna say, did they have to ask TRM? I wonder if that's
I don't know, but they're acting like that's now what he's done that is revolutionary.
Right, is giving the scale
out and you can everybody can do it.
So
and that to me is phenomenal.
Yeah. You can straight up just go right to a 3D printer or to a CNC and start making stuff for it.
That's cool. Awesome. I think he's cool, and I like the concept. I think personally that's a very kind of boring knife to me, but I understand Ben Peterson's like usage. I know that he is not a guy who is into big tactical knives. He likes practical. He's like a user type.
Yeah,
the
type that actually use the knives that they spend.
I agree, and you know what? If you want it for that, this thing is a slicer. It is. Yeah. It is very good at cutting. I prefer the banter because the banter is taller. Yes. And I get a better grip for me. It's just so thin and small. And that's what I mean when I say small. This is not super small. Yeah. This is super small. Yeah, and it's just that's all. Do I dislike it? No, I don't. It's a very cool knife. But it's just I'm going to be the guy to point out the things. For some reason, people don't like to point out negative stuff. and I'm a reviewer, so I'm going to point out negative stuff if it's there.
The banter / baby banter, initial effort, that both very charming knives, especially the banter. That's a hard one to follow up. And this is definitely not a sophomore jinx, but it's not as exciting as the other. But the cool thing is that there's another one, and that's this one, and that means there's another one after that. People love this. That means NAFS is a company, and it's going into the future.
100%. And you know what? You know what? It doesn't really matter what I think, because the guy has sold a ton of these.
Yeah.
He has sold a ton, and Brian at Blue Creek has them. And guys, they go quick. When he puts them in stock, they go. So
I'm going to play devil's advocate. It does matter what you say, because you have a lot of people who watch you and trust your taste and your take. So,
but a lot of people have different tastes than I do too. They go, I don't mind if it's small, but you know, there's a lot of people in the chat I know for a fact like smaller knives.
Yeah.
Well, see, like Corbin Stewart says he likes the baby banter, and the baby banter was not for me. Just not. It wasn't enough blade for me.
I don't ever carry my baby banter. I am definitely interested to get my hands on one of those, so I'm probably going to buy one. I think it's to go against your take on it. I think it's my favorite of the three that he's done so far.
Which one is the Lander?
The Lander. I really I don't know if it's just like the whole concept behind giving out the CNC.
And see, I think that's why there's different ones of us out here to have different opinions.
That's so interesting to me. I know like TRM has been doing the scale swapping thing, but the whole idea of just like fully customizing and helping the person who's buying your knife customize is something that other makers should start doing. It's just really exciting to be able to like change your knife to what you want it to be, you know, and he's getting behind that. So for me, I'm really excited about it.
Avery, I believe it's 20, but please don't quote me on that yet. I have not gotten around to measuring it. If anybody has measured the angle on the pinion, please let me know what you came up with, but I believe it's 20.
Can I show you guys a cool small knife, since we're talking about small knives?
Go for it.
Definitely.
This one is from Boker. It's really cool. It's basically, it's kind of like the Urban Trapper, but it's not designed by Brad Zinker, and it's like the Texas toothpick slip joint knife pattern, except in a flipper, and it's really, really nice. Very sweet, slender, very sharp blade. This is the kind of knife that I like to carry knives in my back left pocket, but it would be great next to your wallet too. It's like a very slender, capable knife, but it's got this weird clip. The clip is just out of left field.
Whoa.
It's like they
I was going to ask if there even was a clip, but the way you're holding it, you can see
clip ever.
Well, the clip, they cut off the end of the scale to place that big sculpted, unfinished kind of clip, and it's great for holding on to the knife because it's such a small knife. It's good for holding on to it, but it just looks weird.
Actually,
but a cool, a cool little knife.
Wow.
What type of lock is that?
It's a liner lock.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
And I got it with the Cocobolo. Lately, I've been liking natural materials more and more. Like I got a wee Praxis a little while ago with the wood and the black, and I was like, man, I love this combination.
That's cool.
And then again, it looks kind of like the swords and stuff behind me, I guess. The dark handles,
I dig the
and the black blades.
I dig the background. Man. I actually have a sweatshirt from you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I do.
Rusty.
It's comfy. I wear it.
Look at this comment. Kyle says the Lander is the Kardashian of the knife. Swappable plastic pieces. Doesn't look good natural, but dresses up nice. Excellent. Now that, Laura, my wife likes the Lander, so you are exactly correct. It is my wife. My wife only likes smaller knives, and she actually digs it. So I will say, in that role, it's really good. And maybe I'm just weird, but because it is actually a great little fifth pocket carry.
Yeah. It's just very simple, and I like simple
small knives. In my hand. That's all I was saying.
Yeah.
Now, Bob, if you want to talk about knives with interesting blade shapes,
that's the Dow.
No, sir. This is the AM8 Kovog.
Wow, that looks so much like the Ferrum Forge I mean, not exactly, but it reminds me of a Ferrum Forge.
Which one is that? Somebody told me that last week, and I can't remember what it was.
It's the Dow.
Yeah.
But yeah,
look at that thing. That is wicked looking.
Dude, I love AM8. I'm a big fan of AM8 now.
It is pretty cool. I mean, it's decent action, and KC can actually do the front flipper very, very easily. Great ergonomics, fantastic ergonomics.
And just menacing as hell. I love the look of it because
it's a scimitar, man. It's a pocket scimitar. I mean, how crazy is that?
Is Magurin done making Magurin knives and just going by AM8 now?
Is that doing AM8? It appears, but
who is this? I don't know AM8.
So they are a sub brand of Magurin.
Yeah. Okay.
So they're the same people, but it's like they make the same quality now too. So it doesn't make sense to have both. So maybe they're moving away from the first name and doing AM8 stuff, but they have several knives. Here, I have one of theirs right here.
Very tight detail on this one, but I like it.
That is a super cool knife, man. I don't know if it's one I could live with, so to speak. Like, oh, that one is sweet too.
That's
very nice looking.
This is the Flicks. It has a fuller on the other side, so you can middle finger flick it.
Nice. The Flicks.
But yeah, I like this one. This one's probably my favorite. They also have one called the Gladiator. That's pretty cool.
Gladiator's really cool. Yeah.
What does the Gladiator look like? Is that like
you got it around, Brent?
Mine's ripped apart because I'm mom. I put a hole. Actually, I do have it right here.
I sold it to him, so it's somewhere. But this thing, literally, I've just enjoyed playing with it. And it is a cutter. It just machine, man, just cuts through stuff.
So this is the handle for the Gladiator. Hold on, there you go. Oh. And then I am in the middle of adding a hole to it, and refinishing the blade. But it looks like this with a thumb stud. Hold on, let me see if I can get it to a position where I can.
Oh, yes. So are you taking off the tip? Are you changing?
Yeah. I'm gonna change it a little bit, and
oh, that's wicked.
Yeah, when it's done, it's gonna be cool. I've been working on this one for like times when I work on personal knives, they take forever. Well,
I was
when I work on any knives,
for you or a client.
Nah, it's for me. Yeah. So this is in the drawer of I'll get to it eventually. There's a lot of stuff in that drawer. Don't ask me that.
Do you guys do fixed blades at all? I know KC. I know you do.
I have some. Yeah, Kevin. A lot of people call that the Gladiator. Is it the Gladiator?
No, the Flicks. He deemed this the fish stick. Yeah,
the fish stick knife.
Yeah, because
you like
when
fish
it's closed,
sticks? You like fish sticks
it
in
does
your
look
mouth?
like a fish stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Lefty, what's up, man?
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, man?
I do like fixed blades. I mean, I have the drawer of fixed blades right here. There's I don't have.
Everyone needs at least a drawer of fixed blades.
Yeah. So of course the go-to EDC one is this M4 from Lion Steel.
That's such a nice knife.
Beautiful swells.
Look at that. Look at the handle on that.
Yeah, this thing is fantastic. This is the go-to outdoors knife, and it has a crown spine. And people are like, "Well, how am I going to do my fire striker?" Well, the pommel on the bottom is 90 degrees, so you can do your fire striker right there. Super, super cool.
So quit your complaining. Yeah,
I think
that is a
like
nice
3
luxurious.
4 fixed blades. I'm not a huge fixed blade guy. I have a Benchmade Luku is my like number one.
Luku? Which one is that?
It's very simple. Like kind of looks like a what's the name of that type of knife style? It's just very simple, straight up. I wonder if I have it nearby.
And then, of course, you can tell I've beat the ever-loving crap out of the Tour Field 2.0.
Yeah, you have a few tours, right? Like a few tours fixed blades?
Yeah, this one it's been to hell and back with me. It's got like I've sharpened it maybe 3 times. Yeah, heck of a knife.
I was going to ask what you. I have never owned a Tor. What you think of this knife? You love it?
Their fixed blades are amazing.
What do you think of their folders?
Yeah, all the ones I've had have had issues. I have not. Now I did get to a blade show feel the Alpha, which is
that's pretty cool.
The newer one, and I didn't It locked up great. There was no blade play. It was pretty fantastic. They were going to send me one, and it never happened. So
yeah, they were going to send me some stuff, and that never happened either.
The ergos of this one are great. You would think these would kind of be hot spots, these flutes here on the handle, and it's not. It just feels very good in the hand. It's been dropped in a river at least 3 times, and it's held up fine. Yeah, I take this one fishing. Who takes a nice leather sheath like that fishing?
Beautiful.
Casey
Beautiful
does.
sheath.
That's who does.
The fluted handle reminds me of half face blades. Do you know him? Half face blades. He's a somewhat famous, like, former Navy SEAL making knives.
Okay.
Dope. That's cool.
Yeah. I like his fixed blades, but yeah. What were you saying, Casey?
Cool. No, I was just gonna say, Ogre said he likes his tour merchant. I have 2 merchants of a version 1 and a version 2, and the 2 is much better. It still has a little bit of lock rock to it, so I just don't use it a lot because, again, it doesn't exude confidence for me. The SC3 is another one I have in the car, in the truck. That's my truck knife, the SC3. Nice.
Kev's right about what Kev just said. He said that it's like a Puko style, that Luku. It's like a bigger one. For that bench made fixed blade I was talking about.
Yeah, there's Bob. This is the one that I think speaks Bob language. This is
that's pretty cool. Yeah,
the Anaconda.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I don't use the ring. The ring for me is just getting it out of the sheath. I grip it like this. I don't. That feels very, very
the ring, the way the ring is on there. The only use I could see 2 uses for extracting it. And B, if you're gonna have a sideways and put your thumb through it, because it's aligned right at the end.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yep. Like that sideways, that weird, shovel grip.
The G10 is fantastic on it.
Nice.
It's just so well done, and they nail fixed blades. They literally just
that's what they started as, right? It was just fixed blades, and I think
they actually started in their garages making their own service weapons. They got tired. They were poor, and they got tired of all these dudes showing up with these custom service, fixed blades. And so they went to their garage on their spare time, on their furloughs and whatever, and started hammering out their own knives. Yep,
that's cool.
Yep,
that's a good story.
Yep, very cool. And then of course, you talk about little knives. You got to talk about the Hoback Goliath. Which is just
so funny. It's called the Goliath, but
tongue in cheek for sure. But it's just wicked, man. This thing is a cutter, and it's just so much fun to carry because you just drop it in the pocket. I don't use I keep saying I'm going to take the clip off, and I've just not done it. But I don't use it. I just drop it.
How do you feel about neck carry? Do you ever do that?
I don't. I have, and I didn't really care for it. What about you? You do neck? Yeah.
A little bit. I used to do it all the time, but not anymore.
I like the idea of neck carry. I've never done it, but like one day I think I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I could see it in my future.
Yeah, right.
Maybe Bob knows
with the seatbelt.
Yeah. Bob, do you know the answer to Kyle's question here? Was there drama between Tour and half face early on? I don't know.
I don't know about that. I think there was drama with Tour. I don't know anything about half face. But I think there was with Tour, and I don't remember what it was. I do remember they got in touch with me, and they're like, "We want to send you knives. Look through our catalog." And I got back to them, and I was like, "Well, I like X, Y, and Z, and if you're only going to send me one, send me X." And I never heard back from them. I'm like, "Oh man, was I being greedy? Like,
yeah, that always.
What
happens.
was I supposed to say?"
Right.
The ones you want are the ones that they don't want to give.
Yeah,
that's how it is.
Yeah, it's like you don't have to sell this one. This one sells itself.
Exactly. Right.
The Goliath is a Chinese-made knife. Their chest. Kevin says neck carry equals shower knife. Is your shower knife?
Yes.
I hope your shower knife is not D2, Kevin.
I just switched out my shower knife this very same morning because we redid our bathrooms, and we redid 2 bathrooms, and we have a nice shower now. We had a shower from 1954.
Oh wow.
And so now we have a shower from 2022. It's great. And I've always had this plastic cold steel karambit in our shower, and I just swapped it out with a new cold steel ring dagger, the kind you put your thumb through.
Sick.
You know. Yes. So Kev,
prepared.
shower knife is a real thing.
So that's Bob. That battle ring dagger, that cold steel, is like one of my most viewed reviews on YouTube. Believe it or not, it's my son has one, and drop forged one, and and I posted that, and that's literally, people love that knife. It still gets views, and it's like 3 or 4 years since I reviewed it. So.
Yeah, you can always count on a lot of views for like a cold steel collection video, which I could do those all day long. I can't help myself with them. They were my first, in 1987 or whatever it was. I spent $115 on a Master Tanto when I was Tonto.
Yeah,
it's like the CIA uses it, man. They pound it through car doors. My brother's like, why do they pound it through car doors when
because
they have guns?
can?
And I'm like, I don't know, but it's cool.
Talk about the best way to sell knives is their promo videos, 100%.
I own one cold steel. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I think everyone should have at least one.
I own the medium Luzon. That's the only one I actually have.
I have a couple.
Cool.
I have a 8015 right here. This one's one of my favorites. Love this.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then,
I was just carrying my 8015 this weekend.
Yeah.
Welcome, Brian. Blue Creek, guys. Blue Creek Knives. Check them out. Very, very cool. Hey, Brian.
I got a fun knife here that I just got in the mail.
What's he got?
Yes.
Yeah, let's
got a little mail call. I got here really fast. I don't know, like, if this ever happens to you when you get. It's definitely happened to you when you get that urge. You need a new knife, but you need it like now. But so I paid for like the fastest shipping. It was such a stupid financial move, but it did get to me. Like, I ordered it Saturday and it came like while I was at work today. So totally worth it. I'm on a PMP knives kick right now. I don't know if you guys know about PMP.
Yep.
The first one was the Alpha Smilodon, which is a huge knife.
You showed me that. Yeah.
This is OEM by Kubi. It's great. So that was like the first one that I really fell in love with. And then I saw this other one just came in the new section of White Mountain Knives. It's called the User 2. It's a front flipper. It looks like this close. Oh, hold on one second.
Yeah, you froze.
It always does this to me when I want to say something cool.
Something important. Something really important is coming.
Hold on. And my back.
There you are. Yeah, all right.
So here we go. This is what it looks like. Very simple. Kind of has like Trevor Burger vibes, but when you open it, it looks different.
Very nice. Yeah, very simple.
Cool. The maker's mark is right there. It's really small. I don't know who. Anybody in the comments knows the designer.
Talk about lock bar access. Holy
dude, it's awesome. And it's just a front flipper, but you can really flick it with your middle finger easily.
Wow.
Just gripping on the side of the blade.
Yeah, I don't know who OEM this, but it is like solid, super light. This has to be almost 2 ounces. It's so light. No, it's got to be like 2.5 ounces.
So let's talk about that real quick. Why can't more knife designers design knives with good lock bar access? Why are there so many knives being made recently?
Yeah,
with bad lock bar access.
Are we forgetting some? Is this knowledge that's leaving us?
I don't know, man. I mean, obviously, Bob, you were talking about ones I like to carry. I carry the Arian. Yeah. It's got great lock bar access, no problem whatsoever, and that makes it more fidgety, in my opinion. When you can get to it easy and you don't even have to think about it, it's so easy.
Do you think it's this unconscious feeling like if you can access it too easily, you can disengage it accidentally?
No,
well, here's a thing like this, the contact, like I showed before. There's like zero access to the lock bar except a little divot, and it's easy as can be. And I think that's just how it's designed. Like,
if I remember correctly, that one has a very soft feeling lock bar, like it's easy to move out of the way. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. it's a really cool looking knife though, Brent. It really is.
Yeah,
Super
Kev said
simple
it
looking.
very simple, but very very. You know what? I think the lock bar access really makes it like that much more fun to play with because it's like so effortless. And yeah, I like the clip on it too, and the weight of it, the ergos. You would love the ergos of this. And the front flipper, it's good. It's not my favorite. I'm not a huge front flipper person, but like the fact that
seem more adept to it than I am. By the way, there's already a Pinion out there. I can't remember who was it. You're in the chat. I know you are.
Oh, I saw it. It was
somebody modified their Pinion to make it a front flipper. They cut back the scale right here and made it a front flipper.
Oh yeah.
I was like, okay, neat. I
was able to flip the prototype. I don't know if I showed you that, Casey, but when I had the prototype,
yeah, you did at Blade Show. I was like, what are you doing?
I was able to dig my finger in there and flip it. I can't with this. I've tried, but
oh, good. I ruined it for you. I'm sorry. He was sitting there. We're at Blade Show, and he's like, "What's this?" And I'm like, "What did you just do?"
I did it all with my mind.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of knives with good lock bar access, look what I got in, guys. This is getting. This is in my
Matthew Sawinski is the one.
Oh, that's who it was. Yep. So this came from Blue Creek Knives, and this is going to be in my 5,000 sub giveaway. Very, very soon. This is coming out. This is a Benza 31 small. I've never felt one before, and now I know why so many people like them. Again, it's not your fidgety knife at all, but like Bob said earlier, glass, just like super smooth.
It's going to be hard to part with, man.
Yeah, people keep telling me to keep it. I'm like, no, he gave it to me to give away. We're going to be giving it away. Yeah. So,
wow, what a beauty, though. That's a nice knife.
Brent, congratulations. You found a knife that Kevin's never seen.
What, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's new.
That's pretty cool. Where'd you get it
from? White Mountain Knives. I got to stay on the new knives tab, like. Got to stay on top of that because they come out, and I get a lot of my impulse buys are from that.
Kevin, do you have and Bob? Are you fearful for Brian at Blue Creek here? He does not have a shower.
Oh, Brian, yes, I am. I mean, because that's the last place you want to get caught flat-footed, unless you're Jason Bourne, and still you don't want to get caught there flat-footed. So.
Yeah.
Well,
get one of those FXG knives from Cold
Steel. The good news is if somebody were to come in my front door right now and try to attack my wife while I'm down here, there's 300 Pinions sitting right there beside her. So I think maybe she could just grab a bunch and go, whoa.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I have fewer Pinions to sell. But it's all good.
Right. Exactly. We
had this is called the User 2 by PMP Knives. The User 2. Yeah.
User. Okay. Neat name.
Yeah. I guess there was a User 1 then.
Okay.
I don't know what the differences are, but this one's sick, dude. Big fan.
I wonder if does it have any signs that make you think it's Kubi or...
It could be. I don't know. I'm just so used to Kubi knives being pretty like overbuilt, I guess. Like just from like because I Damn Designs and then also this other one I just got. But the quality is there. The quality is amazing, and it could be, dude. It could be Kubi. I don't know. I'm just curious. It could be. I don't know who else would make this really.
Robert said Mike Emler has some beautiful neck Hiradashis, great neckers. I have one of those, and I thought it was here on the table with me. But yeah, Mike Emler, man, he doesn't just sharpen well. He makes some pretty cool little knives.
Oh, I didn't know he made knives. That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and he designed he designed the sea snake and the rockfish. The rockfish.
I love this. The sea snake is one of the best cutters out there. It just is laser beam. Absolutely great.
Brent, 14C for $200. That sounds like the Bad Monkey.
This is a S90V, and I think
he's trying to find one
140-ish maybe. I used Lefty 10, so I got a little bit of money off.
There you go, Bob. There you go.
Maybe it was 180. It was 180.
Yeah, exactly.
They get my toilet knife. This stream has gone sideways, guys. That's all.
Well, I'm glad to hear you have a toilet knife because that's probably even worse than being caught on the shower.
Yep.
In the shower.
Yes, Josh. That is the user too, the PMP user too. You got people looking now, Brent. They're all like, "I gotta get one of those."
Yeah, they're up there. There's a couple different versions. I got like the all plain tie, but there's some. Yeah.
Let's talk about two more I got sitting here real quick. We had a big discussion last week for you two guys. Brent, you weren't here last week, were you? Or were you?
I was not here last week. Yeah.
What do you call this blade shape, Bob? What is this?
I call that's like a Nesmuk to me.
It's called the Nest Street from Concept.
Yeah.
And so my guess is they're taking the kind of cleaverish look of the Main Street and morphing it into a Nesmuk.
It's a fighting Nesmuk for the.
Thank you, Urban Woodsman.
It's a Nesmuk with the tip. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. So it's S35 or S45. I can't remember which one it is.
Now is that Pinkerton also?
I cannot remember who it is. It's whoever. Oh wait, here it is. Oh boy, I can't read it
because he did the Main Street.
No, it's definitely not Pinkerton.
Yeah. Oh, it's Sheepdog, isn't it? Sheepdog Concepts or?
Hold on, let me look it up because I can't remember. It's I'm
not negligent. Always have a toilet.
I think it's actually something like Nesmuk Knives or something.
Huh.
I can't read it. Does anybody know? If anybody knows, drop it in the chat. Somebody's going to say it before I find it. Ooh. There's a crazy looking Damascus one on Blade HQ.
Oh, nice.
Nest Street Knives. Oh, the Nest Street from Concept Knives. Okay, offers a. Who designed it, people? No clue. No idea. But no clue. Anyway, I'll find it later. But it's on here. It's way too small a type for Casey to read.
Come here, Sonny. Can you read this for me?
Right. If my kids were in here, they could tell you. But I like the ergos on it. Again, another one that's got super nice ergos.
It's got belly all day long too. But a tip. That's the one thing about say the Sheepdog. I love the way it looks. I love everything about the Sheepdog, but I don't ever see myself getting it because there's just no point. Like no tip.
Right. No, there is no point.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty brilliant. I didn't mean it that way.
I would assume so too, Kevin, but I don't know who designed the Main Street.
That was Dirk Pinkerton.
You sure?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna zoom in on it with my phone.
Speaking of Dirk Pinkerton, just a plug, he's going to be coming on the show on Sunday.
Sick! That's awesome.
Oh, it's
he's a really
okay.
Nice
literally, okay. I'm going to take a picture of this and show you because you're not going to believe me. But this
he designed the Kaiser Escort. That's a great name.
This is the designer.
Karambit Maker. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm familiar with this guy.
Yep. I am not familiar with him, but that's the designer. I used my phone to help me read it. So there you go.
That's odd, though. I never would have guessed that for a guy named Karambit Maker. But yeah, I thought it was a first
makes like
Karambit Maker made a Nesmuk.
A Nesmuk. Of course.
The only thing is, of course, you got this not my favorite clip here, but it's okay. It's just so long.
Yeah. Yes.
It doesn't match like the curve of the handle either. I hate when there's not a little extra effort put there to match it.
Or make it shorter or something.
One size fits all clips.
Kevin says scroll up. I don't know what he's talking about, but I missed it. The Main Street was a Pinkerton, says Kevin. Okay. All right, fine. So speaking of toilets and knives, my 5-year-old is now terrified of the toilet. Okay. All right, let's find out why. We got to read this. I have to guard it nightly. She makes me take out 2 knives to ward off the monsters coming up from the water.
She's a smart
Nice.
girl, man.
Yeah,
Nice.
keeping
And
knives on you.
She's putting her trust in Dad and in knives. I mean,
and in steel.
and instead the riddle of steel. Yes, child, you are now old enough. Let me tell you the riddle of steel.
Kevin,
what is the age of it being okay for kids to have a knife? I know that's a random question, but
I got my daughter her first knife at 10. I got her a Swiss Army knife.
Sweet.
It's up to the kid, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a very responsible child that had a knife at like 6 years old.
Ooh.
But I have a dingbat child that just got one not too long ago. So,
He's 34.
I totally agree with what you're saying, Cam. You like this chat says, what Karambit make her famous for? It's a mystery. And then Jeremy Freakshow sent me this crazy. Yes. This is the
40.
This is 40, but with a BGM regrind.
That's
and
cool.
This thing, it's a washer knife, man. Look at this. It's just smooth as all get out.
I can match you with that, but I don't have the regrind. But I love it's one of my favorite ZTs.
I'm gonna have to get one because this thing, I really do like it. It's I'm not a thumb disc person, by the way. That's Zerk on his.
This is an aftermarket disc, but I don't know what it is.
All right,
I bought it.
Check this out. This one, look at the contours of this handle, and then look at the contours of the 640. They're almost identical. I have come to find.
Who designed that knife?
This is Resco Instruments, some like former Navy SEALs who do watches.
Cool.
They designed this knife, and it's made by Best Tech. I thought it was American at first, but also really smooth action on washers. But when I held it next to the 640, I was like, wow. Yeah. I mean, like, you got all the facets, like the 3 facets up front, the same singular choil, and it's a little similar, but far enough. You know, I love this knife.
That pivot is it's large. It reminds me of those like older Kaisers. There's a few Kaisers that have that huge pivot.
Yeah, the John Gray Kaiser. Thuck.
The thing is a
be careful, Bob. No, I'm just kidding.
Demonetized.
That was a TH, people. 640 is discontinued now. Just ordered that last night. Oh, that's awesome because they just re-released it in black. And
they need to come up with some new knives. Why aren't they putting out knives anymore?
I don't know, man, but they were the hope for a while.
They were seriously. They had so many good knives. And
this thing is made phenomenally well.
Dude,
I mean, it really
incredible.
is.
A lot of the other ZTs, I have 2 other ones. I have like a Singovich one and the one that Hinderer did. I forgot the number. But they're all like incredible quality. And like the prices were good for USA made knives, you know. So
absolutely.
I need to get a BGM regrind on my 640, and also I'd like to get it on my Spartan Harzy, which I love that knife, but it would be so much more to my taste if I had a nice thin hollow grind. I'm not a hardcore, user. I'm not there like doing night ops where I need or whatever it is where you need a big thick blade like that. But I love that knife so much. It'd be so cool to have a thin cutting edge.
There's your one you were talking about, the 0562.
Oh yeah, 0562 Ti.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's a very cool knife.
My son has their take on the slicer, right? Slicer grind.
My son has been training his daughter since 3 to respect a knife. He's giving her one at 5, says David Iverson. Interesting. Yeah, you gotta feel the kid out. You really do.
The real babies cut their own umbilical cord. I'm sorry for but that was funny.
When Tammy turns 3, I'm like, I think he's good. He's responsible enough.
There you go. I think I should send Brian an invite real quick and have him come on and do that in the walk-in voice. Real babies cut their own umbilical. I don't know. I can't do walking, but he can.
It does the best walking. That's fun. Yeah, that's a good.
Not doing my Harzy since I have a 0640 reground. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's
that's an interesting point, one or the other. What's up?
What's the knife in your profile there, Josh? In your picture, it's a nice little fixed blade, whatever that is.
Oh, that's the Vergara or Vergara.
Isn't that
I
girl
wanted
on
that knife so
TV?
damn bad.
Oh, the bar.
Sophia Vergara. The
what
the hell was that called?
Is it the VBR?
I'm in bed, bro.
No, never mind.
This stream has been pretty crazy. I had actual questions to ask you, Bob, but it was just much more fun to freeform. So
yeah. Oh, there it is. The Varga VBR.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, the VBR. Okay.
I have. I want that knife in my card.
I have it in titanium. It's great.
Let me
see if I have it. Oh, so it's not a fixed blade. Okay, got it.
Is it annoying? Are you looking to sell it?
It's a great knife. It's
very limited, right? I mean, they only did a very short, very few of those.
Yeah, the titanium ones in the beginning without the bolsters, I think there's less of those around. Okay. I could be wrong though, but that's why I want it. I don't know where I put it. It's in one of these cases laying on the floor.
You really love it, I know.
Hold on one sec.
We are having so much fun. Too much fun. We'll start wrapping. Whoa. Hello, Mattisfaction. We'll start wrapping toward the giveaway here in just a few minutes, guys. I don't even know what I'm giving away tonight. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay.
Hey, let me show you guys this while you're doing that. Check this out. This is the new Tops Knives Express. I got it in double edge. You can get it in single edge, but this is designed by Lacey Szabo, who very cool. I feel like he was around.
I love the look of that.
Early 2000s. Yeah, it's so cool. Great
Is
fighter.
That a fixed blade?
Yeah. And I've been carrying it.
It'd be hard to fold if that was a folder. My bad. I didn't see the handle.
The handle ratio is a little off.
It's wacky. I've been carrying this when I walk the dog, and I take him in the woods, and sometimes I like to go at night to spook myself out a little bit. But I've been carrying this upside down on the belt, so if I need it, I can just draw it out. Yeah, that's all fantasy, hopefully, but it's fun to carry. I like this.
That's cool.
The new Tops, they do some cool stuff, man.
That is a crazy looking. I personally, I don't think I ever want a double-edged knife because I will cut myself on the top. I'm a klutz, and I would just go, hey,
put your thumb on it.
That's what I would do.
What's with all the squirrels? This is interesting. All the squirrels.
So Mattisfaction is.
Oh, that's beautiful, man.
Yeah, Mattisfaction is the squirrel king, basically. So
huge hollow grind on it too.
Okay, because we were just talking, my wife and I. That's such a beautiful. That VBR is gorgeous.
Yeah, I love it.
Before this, we were talking about this vengeful squirrel that had it out for my wife, and I remember this from early in our courtship, and this she made the mistake of kind of feeding it the nuts she didn't like out of her little snack bag every day on the way home from work. And this squirrel started to expect it. And when she didn't have it, it would like get very aggressive.
Oh, and my gracious.
One day it kind of like, and she's a tough lady, but one day it kind of freaked her out. And she said she was at the door with her keys, like a horror movie. Like when she gets inside, she looks outside, and this damn squirrel is chasing this old couple, and the guy has his umbrella and he's trying to like scare off this squirrel. So when I just saw it in the comments, man, it just gave me a little flashback.
That is
Vergara BBR V3 is on pre-order now.
He says it's being discontinued forever, and he's doing one last run on his website.
Really?
Yeah, that's what Kyle Coonley just said. Thank you very much, Mattisfaction. I appreciate it, my friend.
I was gonna eventually mod this, but I'm just keeping it the way it was.
He changed his mind now. Yeah, tree rats are evil.
Josh, thank you for that information.
Oh my gracious! Look who's in the house, guys. We got the Scabber here.
What's up, dude?
Here, wait. I got it just because I like the kind of knives he likes.
Yeah,
I got my Shining Mountain Bowie here,
that thing
so I figured I bring it out for Scab. This is yes, I love this thing.
That is, I want the D-Bad Preacher at some point.
Oh,
that thing is pretty crazy looking. But what else you got, Bob? I haven't let you show anything. What else you got sitting there that's cool, man?
I showed you the sub hilt. Oh, here's a good one. Here's one of my favorite daggers. It's my Randall made.
Oh, that is a Randall. Okay.
Yeah, Model 2. Cool.
Wow.
7. So that's a 7-inch blade, and slightly hollow ground bevels and a stacked leather handle. I'm in a I have a good, I have a pretty great collection of folders, but right now, man, the fixed blades are really getting my attention, especially Bowie knives.
So how long were you on the list for that one? Or did you get
this one? No, I got this from, if you go to Knife Center, they get little batches of them.
I did not know that.
Knife Center gets little batches of them, and it just so happened when I had, I can't imagine this now, but when I had the money to buy it, they had this and this is exactly how I wanted the combat stiletto. They had it in my preferred, so I bought it. It's like now it's like very expensive, and then now it would cost a lot more than it was when I got it. But
I think Urban Woodsman's picking on me for asking you what knives you have to show. He's like, look at his wall, dork.
Yeah. Oh, right there. Yeah.
Oh well. I am kind of a dork. It's okay. But yeah, really, really cool, man. Hey, Drewby, what is going on, man? Oh, okay. Alice is going to be on Drewby's stream. I mean, on look at that. I can't read apparently. On my bad stream tomorrow at 7 p.m. Very cool. Excellent.
Sweet.
My Randall made Diva knife will be ready in 4.5 years.
Oh, dude.
Dive knife, excuse me.
That's cool. What is that? The 16, I think it is, right? The 16 is their
dive knife. Friend of mine got one for his son. He bought it when he was like 6, and he got it when he was like 13 or 14 or something.
Wow.
Yeah, so you just have to find them like elsewhere.
That's
because
crazy.
they do make them to sell them off. But if you want it custom made, exactly how you want it, and you don't find it that way. Oh, I like that. That's the
this thing.
Yeah. I've never got my hands on one of those.
The Vandal, dude. If you want to check it out, I'll send it to you. Let me know.
Oh yeah.
So does that one actually work? The one I had in,
dude, it is.
Okay, wow.
It's like my favorite two-center.
The one I had in was all locked up. Yeah,
but this the button lock works terrific. It's just massive. Everything about it is super dialed. Great work by Tucson here. Thick. It says Vandal on the handle.
Wow, Knife Center has some Randall. Knife Center has some Randalls in stock. Wow, I had
I think they have them with, oh my god, with maroon micarta linen micarta handles, which, oh god, that's so beautiful.
All right, Bob. Casey asked Bob to hell and back knife, the one he would take over any knife.
Ooh,
I mean,
I know what it's going to be. It's going to be the sub hilt, right?
Yeah, it is. Okay. I mean, I got to say, like, of course, this is not a to hell and back like survival in the woods knife. This is like a duel for your life knife, and that's this one. And it's one of the few custom knives I have, and it was made to my specifications, and
it's got some gorgeous.
Oh, thank you, man. It's got some history in it, and the knife maker is now a friend of mine. And actually, we're doing the history is the wrought iron in the Quillians here comes from a bridge in Boston called the Longfellow Bridge.
That's so
cool.
Yeah.
But I'm doing a collaboration with this guy, Matt Chase of Hogtooth, and this is a Tonto I carry almost daily that he made, and I love the platform. So we're gonna do some of these, except with a different blade shape that I've designed.
Cool.
And, just do a small little batch of them.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it'll be fun, and get them in the hands of people who like them. So, Mattisfaction, this is my to hell and back knife.
Oof.
If nothing else, it would scare the crap out of any attacker.
Yeah, so if it's going down, this is what I want in my hand, basically. But also, look at the beautiful sheath. It's corseted.
It's awesome.
It looks like a corset.
I dig the look, the two-tone leather. It's cool.
Thank you for asking.
Sorry, coughing my brains off.
That grip is really like interesting with like, I don't know what they're called, but like the things that go to the side, how it has like it doubles up on the grip, like
this right here, like
I like how there's like a second one. It's almost like there's like it's cool. You could choke.
They call that a sub hilt. It's like a little trigger.
Okay, very cool.
And excellent choice, he says. Why, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. And that's for fight. That was designed initially by Bob Lovelace, the sub hilt fighter, and it's there for like once it's in the guy and you have to pull it back out because you're in a knife fight, of course.
Right.
You have that thing that help you extract it.
Yeah.
Be honest with us. How much of a pain in the ass is it dealing with? Oh man, no, I really enjoyed dealing with Shane. Not even dealing with Shane. He's a pleasure, man. I really like him. He is I won't tell you what he told me, but he was very honest. One of the first conversations we had, he I don't know, man. He really earned my trust and respect immediately. And yeah.
Very cool. Excellent. Yeah, phone calls can do that sometimes, man. It's just like, wow, okay, this guy's pretty cool. You know, it's like, that's a good way to figure it out. But awesome. And guys, it's terrible because I keep looking at my phone because the Chargers and the Broncos are playing right now. And I'm sorry. And by the way, my Padres onto the NLCS. I love it. Very, very cool. I'm terrible. I'm so distracted. That's what I do best. Totally distracted. So for those of you that missed it earlier, I just want to hit this one more time. If I can actually not screw it up, that's what I do best. So next Monday, guys, the 24th at TempestKnives.com, there will be 4 versions of the Pinion available. I'm going to say this again. There are very few micarta pinions available. There will be more at a later date, only because there are a batch of them that I am sending back to Kubi to be reworked, and then they will come back probably a month or two. But for now, at this time, there will be a very small batch of micarta, but there are tons of jade and blue, and there are quite a few black G10. There are plenty. So, what you drop now?
Just knocking over stuff, dude. As usual.
So yeah, redid the website today.
Looks good.
And my friend helped me do the photographs and everything, and it looks pretty sweet. So yeah, it came out pretty cool. So just look kind of, I thrown together, because if you remember, Brent, I had to throw this website together in like 2 days before
the pumpkin Halloween theme going on.
Yeah, too. I figured we were originally going to do
seasonal of you.
Yeah, I was originally going to do it on Halloween, and then I decided I didn't want to wait a whole nother week. So there we go. I'd rather watch a wall than football. You're terrible. That's terrible.
Tell us how you really feel.
I 100% agree with that. I am not a football person.
Very cool.
Can I make another observation about this knife?
Go for it.
I find that the
unless
blade
it's bad, then stop.
No, it's all good. I find that the blade shape at the very front. I mentioned this. I made a video. I think it's posting on Friday, and I think I mentioned this in the video. But a couple of things about the tip. You look at it, and it looks like it is all utilitarian. It's kind of non-threatening looking, but in reality, that tip is very nasty, and it comes to a pretty stout triangle. And if you needed to use this in the thrusting, it would be nasty. But of course, that's not really what you're thinking. The front of this knife is reminiscent of the Benchmade 940, but in my opinion, 100,000 times better. I do not like the 940 very much, personally, and I think that this takes the best of the 940, which is the angle of that tip and a little bit of belly at the tip, and you actually make it useful. And I don't mean to be dissing on the 940. I know it's a classic.
The 940 is a great knife.
Not my cup of tea.
Understood. I like my 945, but yeah, I'd like to have a 940 at some point. I mean, they're good knives. It's a great blade shape. I guess what I was looking for, Bob, and this is going to sound, I don't think what I'm saying is possible, but I wanted an all-arounder. I wanted something that you got that Warncliffe style back here where you can slice and everything, but you've got, you could actually do some skinning with this tip and with the belly, a little bit of belly there. You can get down in stuff easily. Yeah, and you have
the tip is low down. You can
right.
you can easily do that kind of pull cut.
100%. That was kind of what I was going for. I think there's a reason that there's such a what's the word I'm looking for? Such a penchant to sheep's foot blades right now, because I think people have realized that they're an extremely useful blade shape. I mean,
yes.
And then when you add a nice little belly at the end there, it ends up giving you something else. And if you saw Scab or Stas's videos where they demonstrate cutting, it is easy to see. It's just a great cutting shape. I have had, Bob, I'd like to get your take on this. There's been a few people that have been surprised, in their words, by the stock being thick to them. I think that's interesting. It does have kind of a bit of a wedge shape if you look down it. It's definitely, the thing is, most knives that, like, if you see QSP or Civivi or whatever that they're making are 3 millimeters, and this is 3.2. So it's not, to me, it's not thick, but I guess then what they go on to follow it up with is it seems thick, but man, can it cut. And and so I'm good with that. It's really good.
I feel like Microtech has a similar thing going on where I look at them and I maybe even I feel them, pinch them and drag my fingers to the tip, and I feel like, how can this be such a good cutter? Like I have a couple of Microtechs, and they're all like that, where they feel like, and then even the edge bevel isn't as wide as I think it should be for such a stout approach. But I don't know, somehow it works, and this definitely it works.
Well, I think what it is this isn't a super tall grind, but it's a taller grind, and you get plenty of room for it to get down to a nice thin edge. But I wanted this one to be a work knife. I mean, this is a knife that you can get in there and do stuff with, and that was a big part of it. Hey, Backpack,
definitely has that feel.
Nearby.
Do I have what nearby?
Turbo nearby.
I do. It's in it's packed though.
Dang it.
Was I picture? Did I send you a picture?
Bob has a turbo. He's got a modified.
I modified one for Chaz. I don't, but it's going in the mail tomorrow, buddy. So
Urban Woodsman, I could still talk about edges. It's all good.
I have mine here, but I'm assuming you want yours, right?
He doesn't own edges. It's all good. We can talk about it.
I did a whole mod.
Oh gosh, Kyle! All right, the Jimping Mafia are after us. I'm sorry.
Hey, what does the Jimping Mafia feel about the cutout size? I know before you were saying you like the real thin cutouts. I like both the thin, but I like the real big ones too, as long as they're sharp.
My favorite, again, I keep coming back to the same daggone knife, but this Jimping is about my favorite.
I don't like that knife.
Really, I don't like it really super tiny, Bob, because I think it's worthless. I mean, I think it's just there to look at. Like, again, I hate to keep picking on the lander, but that Jimping, it's just ceremonial Jimping. It's not, you're not ever going to get a tread, and you're not going to be there. You're going to be out here. Unless you got little tiny hands, then maybe you're in there. But
you guys I know a random one to throw in there, but the new knife nuts.
Agreed.
The new knife nuts one.
Oh, is this Ivan Braganets?
Yeah, I love Ivan Braganets designs. I collect it. So
holy crap, that is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's cool. It has like the fuller on both sides. It is. I don't know who the OEM is. Kev, are you still here? Do you know the OEM?
There's no way he's still here. He doesn't have the attention span.
Just really interesting, like milling work done here, and it's just so it feels like one of his designs. And the fuller is just so good for the action, the D10, everything about it is great. There's no movement anywhere.
Hold on, do you have that Aurora?
I have to give a virtual fist bump to Chaz real quick. Hold on.
Boom. Yes. Yes. The Aurora.
That's the one with the big crystal Aurora. I got it from.
I have the Crystal Horseman 2.
Okay,
but which is an Ivan one, but I don't have that one. I want that one. I know what you're talking about.
It's a cool. Yeah, I like that knife.
Is that the guy's real name? That can't be his real name.
Yeah,
is it?
the Horseman 2 is really good. Have you handled that one? That one's pretty sweet.
I have not. I have not seen that one.
Yeah,
I have not held that one.
It's in my case over. I have a case that I block with my desk, which is so dumb, but I just don't have room. So it's like a glass case with my favorite knives, but to get to it, I have to move like so much stuff. It's so stupid, but it's a good one. Yeah,
I'm very sorry, Tim. I'm very sorry. I am not 6'4", by the way.
There's a Kaiser that I like too. And he also did the Rocat.
Yes, man,
the Rocat's a great knife.
That is a cool knife.
It's just interesting.
I had it for a short period of time in my possession, but I never owned it.
And this guy is also him. I think it's the Odin.
Oh yeah,
the Odin. It's an older Kaiser, but
yeah.
I love that the blade shape at the tip there.
Yeah, this is a Braganeth.
Gosh, that's beautiful.
That
sort of reminds me a lot of the Forest. The Mallory Forest at the tip. Yeah. That's
his design language definitely ripples through his pieces. Like he has another Arcona knife too. The first one that Knife Nuts put out. I forget the
Nettle.
name of it. Yeah, the Nettle F. I have it in like in another
blue?
Blocked location. But
is yours like the blue or the
Rag Micarta one? Yeah, it's sweet.
Yeah, that's a nice knife.
The Rag.
That's probably my best front flipper.
That's showing off.
Yeah, it's great. That was a great value too. It was under 100, I believe.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm obsessed with his stuff. Like he has another one. I think that's a custom that I always see him put on his Instagram. I don't know the name of it, but it is sick.
Great knives don't need jimping.
I have one that has so much jimping on it right here that this is not my knife, but it's the gripper. Has the most. This is like the jimping. Most jimped knife of all time.
And I do love my gripper. I love my gripper. I really do.
I really like the blade on that. How does it feel in hand with all of that texture?
Yeah, it feels good. I had a weird reaction to it because I loved it in pictures. And then I got it, and I was like, it felt a little unbalanced handle ratio for me, and just little small tiny details that like just if they were fixed, it would make it like a home run. But something about this part of the handle and the gripper feels very heavy to me. And I don't know. That's just where I'm at with it. I think it's good, not great, and it could be great. It's close. That's my initial impression. I'm gonna do a review on this though because it's definitely an interesting piece.
Cool. I look forward to checking that out because I think it's that blade is so wicked looking.
Yeah, it's definitely like it reminds me of it's just like intense. As soon as you see it, you're like, wow, and the hollow is very nice. So yeah, there's definitely really cool parts of it, and I think I'm being hypercritical on this one because it was so hyped.
It was very hyped. And again, I said I didn't even want to see one because it didn't look like anything of it, and then I won it, and I'm like, holy crap, this thing is great, So leave us not forget.
Oh, that's right, you won that knife.
I did. Because I wouldn't have spent that much, Bob. I'm a tightwad.
That's a sweet win, man.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, Byron, I would definitely. Sorry, there's a question.
No, go for it. Go for it.
I would definitely, for me, this nimble is much better, and that's just my personal opinion.
Oh, okay. Let's
ergonomically way better.
Coming back.
There we go. I don't know. Yeah, there's just something about the shape of the nimble that works better for me, and like the design language feels more balanced. The blade to handle doesn't feel as disproportionate to me.
I'm just saying, man.
The nimble is coming from a knife guy, and the gripper is coming from a gun guy. Sorry to interrupt you, Casey.
No,
that has anything to do with it.
I guess. Okay. So let's talk about the whole package, though, Brent.
Yeah.
So my thing here is. Yes, this feels great ergonomically, feels wonderful ergonomically, and the jimping is actually useful on this one because
it's not like over powerful. You have the same one.
It's same exact one. It's a great knife. It really is. But I got to tell you, the blade shape knocked this one up my chart. That is what did it. Just the sheer cutting power of this knife. I have broken down so many boxes with this knife.
No doubt this would murder any cardboard or anything from its path. I would agree with maybe like
I guess what I'm saying is ergonomically this is a little bit better. If I and I did do a video, I'd like to do another one after I've used them both a little bit more, but ergonomically this is a little bit better. But just the overall, just the way this feels in that downward blade shape, the way it cuts with that hollow, I don't know.
I might have to do like a comparison video. I didn't realize how well these two compared to each other.
They do.
Like, they really do.
The gripper's a little bit longer, obviously.
Yeah, something about the balance of the gripper is just like from a design standpoint. I love the pointy blade, but in this angle here being so drastic leaves a lot of negative space right here that this handle then also like it just gives more of, of a look like the handle is just overpowering.
Oh, that's interesting. You're talking about just the look of the handle to blade ratio.
Right.
Yeah, the look itself, it especially in person, it throws it for me.
Yeah, now my biggest point all along has been how long till somebody breaks this. You know, this is people used to talk about a PM2 tip. This tip right here just wants to break. But yeah, that's I don't know. It's hard, man. It's
tough. I definitely do think I'm being really critical.
This one is lighter feeling, and the chamfering on the edges, in other words, where it's rolled, does feel better in your hand.
Yeah.
But gosh, it just. I guess it depends on what you want it for. This one, just from a sheer cutting,
I can see that. That's a good point.
Absolute hog.
It's got major cool factor. I mean,
for sure.
That knife, you don't have to be a knife person to look at that and be like, wow.
Totally.
And look at that, Bob.
This angle is just nuts. It's just like, whoa, dude.
Yeah.
You want to talk about jipping? We got jipping.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Slip out of my hands.
Like it almost feels like even like because of the frag that everywhere is jimped on this thing.
You remember?
It's weird that I like it because it is.
Nick Shabazz used to say, "For your job at the Vaseline factory."
oh, Nick.
The Nimble W versus the Roxy versus the Gripper. Yeah, that would be interesting.
There's another Nimble with like the warning, right? So maybe that'd be a better comparison.
There is a comparison video on my channel of these two, but I didn't have them long enough yet. I feel like I want to do it again,
right?
Because I got some new thoughts.
Way better in hand. Interesting.
Yeah, which is way better in hand. Yeah, so Grumpy has said all along that he really likes the Nimble in hand better, and that's fine. And you're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong. These are 1 and 1A in my collection. There's not a 1-2 going on here.
Well, I think that this is it's like a good example of still getting a really good functional angle, but the balance feels better for me on Jaeger.
It's
like,
not.
It's just like this is pushed so far. It's very cool, but then it does like the balance falls off. That's all I'm saying. And not even like feeling wise, maybe a little feeling wise, but like this is like I'm talking just simple. I'm a design junkie, so when I visually see it off, it throws it off for me.
Now I want to carry this tomorrow. Thanks.
Yeah.
It doesn't stand up either, by the way, the gripper, because of that protruding jimping. It doesn't stand up.
What was I carrying earlier?
Which who cares? But that anyway, so we're gonna what were you carrying? What'd you say?
Oh, I busted out. This is like one of my favorites.
Yeah, now the relative looks really cool.
This guy. This is the Alliance Laconico.
Nice.
What is it? Why am I forgetting the name of this right now? The Jasmine, OG Jasmine, I believe. Yeah, with the. So it's like a Rayot Laconico.
Oh yeah,
Alliance Designs. It's so well done, dude. It's got skiffs on it. I love this thing.
That's beautiful.
I mean, Tim. Here's the thing. If you're if you want a $350 knife, wouldn't you be a little skewed toward it? Of course you would be. The answer is probably. The answer is probably. But here's the thing. I paid $325 for this one. So I mean, I've got a lot invested in this one. So I hear what you're saying, but at the same point, I mean,
satisfaction.
Be in the favor of this one too. Casey, have you got a hold of a Pinion yet? What's your thoughts on it? Oh gosh, severe lack of jimping.
It just keeps falling out of my hands.
Yeah, it's just it's so you don't need jimping.
I threw it across the room the other day, man.
Oh gosh,
so smooth.
Jimping can just be satisfying.
Yeah. Okay, fine. So
what
would jimping have been like on a rounded surface?
It would have to be really small jimping, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm just not super into having. Now, Spyderco does jimp their thumb ramps. Of course they do. But I don't know. It didn't appeal to me. Severely unjimped. I love you guys. Maybe. Yeah, the Pinion's a pretty cool knife. Whoever designed it must be a genius, matter of fact. He set me up. I had to go there. Okay. Now, see, I got so many knives in for review. I'll have to carry some of these tomorrow instead.
What other ones you got in for a review right now?
So I've got that 0640, but I'm about ready for it.
Nice.
That Nest Street that I showed you. I didn't show this yet. The Finch Halo.
Oh, that's cool.
Drops tomorrow. This review does. I love the blade.
Nice.
Nice looking blade. A lot of belly going on that one. Look at that. Shiny.
I still want that elephant tooth Finch. I gotta get one.
It is sweet.
Brian's got some at Blue Creek.
Yeah, I know. They've been on the list for too long.
We talked about the Kovog. This one, I gotta probably do this review in the next day or two.
Nice.
I've got the NAFS Lander. That'll be done pretty soon. What was the other one? Something else. This is be more like an update video than a review. This is the Sub-Zero MagnaCut Deca, and I've just been kind of doing some cutting with it just to see how that MagnaCut is, and that's it on that one.
Man, that's a really good looking view. Really good looking combo on that knife.
It is
for sure.
Absolutely beautiful.
That is nice.
It's like perfect for your channel too, with all the your love of blue.
Well, it's Jeremy, so I'll have to steal it from him. But and then the this just came in today.
BRS.
The BRS Navajo.
Yeah, that's a Dervish design.
Oh, okay.
It's a really good knife.
Dervish knives are awesome.
Did you see that?
Yeah,
just super. I can't front flip it for nothing. But
what happens? I have mine right here. It's out to get modded.
Very interesting knife. It really is,
dude. It is so drop shutty. Like, and I think this is like the price of this is like around $150. If I'm,
it's horrifyingly scary, actually.
But it's M390, and
it is
really well made with titanium liners and stuff. I wonder who their OEM is sometimes, because some of their stuff, BRS, the Valve line specifically, is really just like a tank sometimes. Like,
I mean, and it's wonderful in the hand. It feels great. It's a very interesting knife. Nice thick liners. Do we know if it has an insert, if it's titanium?
It looks like it has. Yeah, it has an insert.
Yep, I see it now.
Yeah, I want to dye these scales black, I think.
David, I like this one with that tan. He loves that tan.
That's a nice looking knife.
Yeah, and then I think that might. Oh well, I still need to review my. This is my daughter's. That's my crazy daughter's clever girl here. She loves this thing.
Nice.
I'm gonna do a quick review on that one. I think that might be it. That's in for review right now. Of course, this Sabinza 31 is not in for review. It's in for giveaway. But yeah.
Dude, the blade to handle ratio on this knife, there's so much knife for that handle. Like, it really feels like they got a lot of knife in there. Great design. That's
what's that? What's the size of the blade on that?
Let's see.
See who gets there first.
We're looking at like 3.5 ish.
3.5.
A little bit more. 3 and 7. 3 and 7. 3 and 3/4, maybe. Yeah.
The guy who designed that knife, John Gonzalez, I think is his name, of Dervish Knives. I've wanted. He was the first guy I noticed years ago, where I was like, oh, you can buy like custom knives that people like hand make.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was that knife, the Navajo.
Yeah.
And then he's got a couple of other. Well, he's got a lot of other models, but then he does some fixed blades too. But I love the look of that Navajo. I love the straight back all the way across.
Right. Reminds me of the Kaiser T1 a little bit.
Yes.
I think it does
but better blade to handle.
Yeah. The blade to handle on this is nuts. Normally it's always the other way around where there's too much handle and too little blade. It's like, it's pretty crazy. Almost looks like a fixed blade.
Very cool. Yeah, so I've got quite a bit of good ones in here right now. And then
you got a good group.
Between all that, I'm dealing with getting pinions ready and swapping a couple of screws for some people and different stuff like that. So lots of funny. Yes, Corbin Stewart, there will be small Sabenza 31 in my 5,000 sub giveaway, which I'm waiting for a flashlight to get here. If it doesn't get here in the next day or so, then I'm just going to go ahead and do the video and move on. So, but yeah, it'll be up in the next day or two. So, yep. So
congratulations on 5,000 subs.
Yeah, that's awesome. Huge, dude. Congrats.
Where did I do? Here it is. This is the one right here. Thank you very much. This is the small Sabenza 31 that will be given away.
God, that's so beautiful.
It's a great giveaway.
This came from Blue Creek Knives, Brian at Blue Creek.
Wow.
So very
go, Brian.
He does not sell these. This is from his collection, believe it or not.
Oh, wow, that's so nice. So cool.
He's a dude, man.
What a guy.
I've already thanked him probably 732 times, so he's probably tired of me saying it at this point. But he's good dude. All right, well, I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. It's Bob. I appreciate you coming on, and Brent, I always appreciate.
Man, it's a pleasure.
It's been fun, guys. Thank you.
You guys can hang for the giveaway if you'd like, or you can bolt, whichever you prefer. I don't want to hold you.
I want to see what you're giving away.
All right. Well, you know what, Brian? Now he's giving super chats. He gave me $1 billion knife to get, not billion, whatever. I don't know how much the thing's worth, but it's worth a lot.
Yeah, dude, that's a great knife.
So thank you, and there is your Delica salute. Very, very cool. Thank you, Brian. Hey, C. Lemansky.
Right. What's up?
So I said I had a bunch of these left over. So, of course, coming up on Halloween, there's another one of these from last year. We have the last pair of Boker socks. Yes, that is
cool.
Correct.
I love those.
These are Boker socks from our friend Gorilla sent these in. Very, very cool.
Those are sweet.
Yeah, man. These are super cool. So the Boker socks will be in there. And then, of course, ye old bag of all kinds of stuff.
Wow, dude, that's a swag bag, sir.
Yeah,
well done.
So the first one is number 76, Butter Knives Fast, with the Trev signature on the back. And then, of course, if you were here earlier, you saw Killer Bunny number 17, who's just doesn't like you at all. Just kidding.
Somebody snipe it.
Oh, the bot. Here we go. We have
cool design, but poorly made.
What was that?
No, I was just looking at the Boker socks.
Yep. And we've got a River's Edge Cutlery cloth.
Nice.
And a Tim S 3D printed knife stand.
Those are cool. Shout out to Tim S.
I
I dig that. I dig the design.
I think I may keep the last two because I could. So this might be the last. Whoops, the last one I give away and throw on my keyboard. Then we have an Alice keychain monkey fist thing.
Oh, cool!
Shout out Alice. Yeah,
Alice is like
awesome.
A serpentine stitch or something. I think she called this.
It's very cool. Alice also sent me a bunch of that type of stuff for 2,000 sub giveaways that will be coming up because I'm getting closer to 2,000.
That's awesome. Does that have a little ball bearing in it?
Yeah,
yeah.
I think it's called like the Nut Tapper or something.
Yeah.
Something
Well, this one's called a monkey fist, I think, because it's a small one.
Oh yeah.
But the big one, here you
The
go.
big one.
I'm probably gonna give this away. I don't know what I'm doing with it yet, but that is a ball tapper.
Oh yeah,
there it is.
It's like a 1-inch ball bearing.
Yeah, it wouldn't take much.
Nope. And then of course, Blue Creek Knives sends them, and I pass them along. Desert Storm cards. I didn't open these because nice packaging. I want you guys to enjoy that. So
Storm cards.
Yeah,
that's cool.
They are hilarious. Yeah. They're like you got like the bombers, all the planes, and the soldiers, and the mop gear, and it's just so cool. Stasa patch.
Stasa.
Of course, you got to have some Blue Creek knives. Brian's my boy. White Mountain knives, of course. I'm playing the field. There you got the skeleton astronaut from Blue Creek knives. Cool. Yeah, I love this sticker.
That's a sick sticker. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Brian's awesome, man. Of course, you got this knucklehead and dead nuts. Big Red EDC. I don't know what else is in here. There's a Palmetto Armory.
I'll be right back. Sorry, I gotta hit the bathroom.
All right. Big Red EDC again. Look at that. We got a Zach Stuff sticker. I don't know who this guy is. Tri-State or something like that. There's a bunch of SMKW stickers. You got that one. You got KNF here.
Nice,
and of course,
jeez.
Yeah, there's so much stuff in here. And then
sticker pack to beat the band.
And this is Alice's paracord, the old flame. I don't know exactly the story behind this sticker, but there you go. And River's Edge Cutlery, and then a card from Freak Show EDC for his sharpening services, and a card for the EDC roundtable here. So if you guys need some stuff, there you go. And there's even a DSKFS patch from Zach and a Snoopy Band-Aid. So there is everything in here, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, wait. Did I forget something? What is it? Oh, no, I already said that. All right, so that's everything except the knife. So here comes the knife. Everybody's like, stop talking about the swag, Casey, and tell us what the knife is. All right, so we have from Asher Knife Company. And actually, somebody donated this to the channel. I think it was Gorilla, but I can't remember for sure. This is the Asher. I think this is the flashback. Yes, it is, right?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, I like that one. Yeah.
Asher flashback will be our knife tonight. Nice. G10, nice little blade shape flipper.
I think those are sold out right now, too.
Yeah, they are. So
exclusively getting this here right now.
So there you go. The Asher flashback will be our knife for tonight. And I think it was Gorilla that sent this one along. Whoever it was, thank you so much for sending this in to give away. I think it was Gorilla.
Yeah, that's an awesome giveaway.
So, yeah, there's a little bit of stuff here. And, of course, Bob, the premier part of the whole thing is the Boker socks. I mean,
I think so, man.
I don't normally buy Boker, but maybe I will now because of this. I'm just kidding. I gotta break my Boker thing. I don't know why.
You know what? Yes, you do because I mean, if, they suffered a little bit of QC like over 10 years ago, but
that's what I'm holding on to because my first couple knives from them were so bad, and now I'm seeing all these designs that are looking really good. And I'm just like, yeah, I saw a couple of knives that Stabby Stokes had that were Bokers, and I was like, what? Those are gorgeous. So yeah, I've been very close.
Give him another chance, man.
All right.
Yeah, so I got it.
Can I get a mod to put the rules up for me, please? The old Boker Wiss slip joints are amazing. Okay. I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, I mean, they're slip joints are amazing, and they've been an international company since the late 1800s.
Yeah, and they're German, right? I'm
German
of German descent, so like I should love them.
Yeah,
German. They had American and Argentinian manufacturing from like way back.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're going to be bringing the American stuff back too.
Oh, really? That's so cool. Yeah.
All right. Real quick, I'm sorry. One guess only, one count only. Closest without going over, I'm going to give a range. And then you get one guess, guys, one guess. And my decision is final 18, and I have a shipping address in the U.S. How about a start from one of my mods? All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What were you saying, Bob? I kind of cut you off there.
Oh, no. I wasn't saying anything. Good. I had to belch, so I did it.
Oh, I know why. I keep thinking I got too much glare on me. It's because the light's on this. Not supposed to be on. Follow the rules, or you will be forced to jump Pinions in Casey's garage. No.
Dude, I'm thinking about putting some jimping on mine now just because I can. And I think it'd be hilarious.
Come here, Brent. Brandon. Shoot it right at you. Oh, I missed. I hit the bunny, I think. No, he's not in here right now. We're good. All right, so start is up. There are 23 starts on the screen. Your range is 210 to 410. And Brent and Bob, I'm putting the number in the private chat.
Private chat, cool.
And Keith, I will send it to you momentarily. So you guys may go. There is your range. One more time. Your range is, whoa, you can't see it. 210 to 410. 210 to 410. Well, there's plenty of guesses. Bang it out.
And we don't stop, right? The way you do it is you keep on going until everybody gets it.
Okay. We keep on going until I close it out.
All right.
I'm coming at you, bro.
Come at me, bro.
69, dude. Some
wow,
very cool quality choices here.
All right. The rest of my mods, when you guys are ready, let me know, and I will gladly send this your way as well. What I do, Brent, is I let my mods guess, and when they're done guessing, then oh, cool. I do have a fixed blade coming in for review, Bob, that I'm kind of excited to check out from a US maker called Goathead Knives.
Ooh, that's a cool name.
Yeah, he's sending like a hunting skinning blade, and I'm kind of interested to check it out.
Cool.
Goathead Knives.
I always love, finding new makers. Instagram, that's what it's for. Find new knife makers, but it's always exciting, man.
And I thought that was pretty cool.
Confirmed titanium. You were right. It was the whatever it's called. Those tubes.
You can
I just took it apart and there's no magnets going on. So
okay,
pumped on that. That means there's some anodes.
Yeah, and it made me nervous at first for the same reason.
Yeah, I shouldn't have assumed. I should have thought of that something underneath could have been doing the trick.
I will tell you, they sent me a bag of hardware, and one of them was steel, and I was a little nervous. And they're like, no, it's not, and I'm like, yeah, it kind of is. But
that's crazy. How does that happen?
Kind of sticks to a magnet.
Yeah,
so I'm a little uptight about that, but. Did I get any other mods asking me? Nope.
Deathwish Knives. I do not know about Deathwish Knives, but
if I can find
sounds promising.
Sounds promising.
I
check that out
for something called Goathead. So this is it, Bob.
No, Deathwish Knives and Goathead. I have to check them out too.
There's your Goathead.
Ooh, look at that. That looks like Westinghouse caramel micarta on the handle. That looks nice.
Oh, that's so gorgeous.
It's like, do I eat it or do I cut
right?
It?
You know they're doing something right if micarta is looking like making me hungry.
Food.
Make me hungry.
It's Nitro V steel, 62 HRC, acid etched, stone washed. Handle materials offered are TerraTough micarta, and stabilized wood. He doesn't say what the micarta is.
TerraTough, that stuff is pretty cool. It's like paper micarta, basically, right?
Basically. All right, let's give it 20 or 30 more seconds, Keith, when count it down and put the stop up for me when you would like, and I will let's see. I have not really been running through the numbers here.
Yeah, they're fine.
Oops. I think I sent it to you, Grumpy, didn't I? I thought I did. Yeah,
I saw one very close, at least, like one away.
Now it's gonna be without.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
Very early.
You can't say that, Bob. They're going to know what it is. No, I'm just kidding. What you got, Keith? How we doing, man? Ooh. Got a bunch just over. There's. All right. All right, I see that, Keith. I see one of them. Man, there are 101 people in here. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, dude.
Nice.
Very, very nice. All right, so do we have a stop, Keith? Yes, we do. So no more guesses, please. Your number. Let's see if Grumpy has replied yet and see if he has the same thing Keith has. I usually like to. Nope, not yet. Okay, so our number is 287. 287. And Keith has seen 2 here. I'm waiting to make sure, Grumpy. I'm looking through for the second one. I'm trying to find it right now. I found the first one. We've got John Pauly at 286.
Nice.
And the other name that I've been given is Dan B007. Trying to find him. Just because I always say that my screen is final, so I want to make sure.
Right. Makes sense.
I wish there's a way to search the chat.
Yeah, dude. That's a smart idea. Maybe they'll do that because they did add that like hashtag giveaway thing. So maybe
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll try the hashtag thing, but
no, I think you're the way you do it is unique. I like that. It's like your thing.
Yep. Okay. So there's Dan B. Okay. Yep. I got it. All right. So we are good to go, guys. We have a 2-way tie. So we got to break the tie real quick. So Dan and we will go. Man, I cannot write when I'm in a hurry. There we go. Let's go with.
So who's it tied between?
It is Dan B and John Pauly. Dan B and John Pauly, you will be the only 2 guessing, and this will be closest. Doesn't have to be without going over, just closest. All right, I'm going to go with this. All right, so your range for only Dan B and John Pauly is 5 to 25. 5 to 25. All right, let's see what we get here. And we will wrap this up. Speaking of, I was talking about the forest, and Dylan just posted. You can't.
Oh, that's cool.
Got inlay there, black titanium with.
I'm so happy he's doing titanium.
All right, so Dan B says 17. John Pauly says 13. Well, we have a dead-on winner, and that is Dan B with 17. Very, very
nice.
Nice job, Dan.
Jedi.
Very, very cool. Sorry about that, John. Thank you very much, Dan. So, Dan, what you're going to do is you're going to send me an email, knivesfast@gmail.com. John, if you want to do the same, I'll send you a little sticker pack or something.
What a guy.
Fast stickers. If you want them. I mean, sometimes people don't want the stickers, but if you do, send me an email. But the email is knivesfast@gmail.com. And again, Dan is our winner. Dan, very good, sir.
Congratulations.
Excellent. Bullseye, awesome. Yeah, exactly.
That's a cool knife to win too. I like that flashback.
Yeah. So I have the Grandy, which is a little bit different. Let's see. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm not going to find it now. Yeah. So the Grandy. So the flashback is G10 on both sides. The Grandy is a little different blade shape, and it's steel liner lock on the other side. And so and he Justin hand tooled the G10 for me for my birthday last year.
Oh,
so
that's nice.
Yeah, this one's really, really cool.
Oh yeah, I remember that in your dive. That's cool.
Yeah. So really cool. All right, guys, I am way over and I am tired and I have packages to package up. So I'm going to wrap it up. And I thank every one of you guys for your support. And thank you two guys for coming on and having some fun.
Oh, man.
It's a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure, dude. Thank you. And thanks for the Pinion. I'm loving it. Thanks for designing and putting this thing out. I'm digging it.
Yeah, it's
I
sweet.
appreciate everybody who's purchased one. It means the world to me, man. It's like you can design something all day long, but if people don't support it, then it doesn't do a whole lot of good. So it's pretty awesome.
I got to say one thing before you sign off, and it just occurs to me right now, like the 3 knives I was carrying today were all made or designed by friends, and I think that's
right.
awesome. And that wasn't by design, but I love that.
You know, the other day I was carrying, what was I carrying? I had the Stout, the Pinion, and the Jack Wolf, and I was thinking to myself, how cool is that? It just felt like, you know, 2 friends, even though Kevin's a nut. Okay, who wins the giveaway and pays for shipping? But thank you, Dan. You're the man. Thank you so much.
That's class.
Don't forget to send me the email, Dan. I appreciate it. Paid for his own shipping. I like it. That's hilarious.
I'll buy the knife too.
And guys, don't forget before I go, 10% off with code KnivesFAST at Blue Creek Knives. Don't forget, or you can just use the link, which is www.bluecreekknives.com/KnivesFAST, and that will populate the code for you, and you'll get 10% off. So
right on.
That's the way to do it. So thanks everybody for all your support, and thank you guys, and give me a thumbs up on the way out and comment after it posts, and thanks so much for watching the KnivesFAST channel.